We need a. I'm gonna start doing that randomly.
Oh, I think I got it to work.
Oh,
We're live
baby.
on
Yeah,
YouTube as well. I love that song as a kid. You're hurting my soul right now a little bit.
We're gonna start just. I think just start randomly doing that. I
I
think.
did it again.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hey, Dustin. That's
If you want to be my lover is canceled from talent shows.
it's awesome. We got Britney Spears on the stream. Isn't that awesome?
It's. It seems like that song should be fine. I think. If you want to be my lover, Spice Girls. That seems fine.
I don't think any line "If you want to be my lover" is something like an elementary school kid should be singing.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it should pass. I don't know.
Depends on how you interpret "Get with My Friends."
Hmm.
That's too sporty of you.
I'm putting Scary Spice pretty high on
All
that.
right, so Scary Spice is S tier for scary. S for scary.
I like as for Scary. I like Baby. Scary. She's just like she's a sleeper. She's a sleeper pick. A lot of people don't think Scary. A lot of people don't think Ginger. A lot of people go Baby. So I'm putting Baby low because she's too popular. Posh, down there swear.
Uh,
Uh,
hello, Parrot Man.
yeah. I think you can do sport. I think you do a good sporty. I think you can do a good sporty. There you go. That's a good sporty. Besmirch my. Oh,
He covered up my laugh. He
Baby
covered
Spice.
up my laugh. You can tease Baker all you want.
Not rubbish.
That would have been funny.
I think what accent does Baker have though? I think he has a that's a South London. I don't know. Townsy. I don't know. We'll lock it in. We'll ask him where.
All I know that if you lock me in a room with him for half a day, I will talk exactly like him.
He's
That
got
I
three or
would.
four, mate. He's got the long draws type like
I
that.
don't. He's not.
Katie, he's got the outside truck. I can't do it. He does
Do you
it.
like Degs?
You like, like dang.
No, Degs. Woof woof, Degs. You know, Degs. Oh, dogs! Yes, I love dogs.
All right, we're gonna go down slippery slope. All right, but we have LeFou, and he's French. He's a Frenchman, and he likes cake, and likes it so much he's gonna steal it. He's a cake thief.
The Peaky Blinders.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you all for me.
See, I'm
No.
probably wrong, but
Mhm.
I always assumed you can't have your cake and eat it too was in reference to Marie Antoinette saying like let them eat cake.
Mm.
But like that could just be because they both deal with cake, right?
Did you guys do the
But
research and figure out where the cake thing came from?
well, not really. I'm lazy. But I also
Okay.
know that like the meaning of it is kind of just like it takes a lot of effort sometimes to make the cake, and sometimes the amount of effort may like put into making it means you can't also like reap the rewards necessarily.
Ah. Okay.
Yep.
That is
Better
well.
snake than lever.
Okay. I don't have a clever messed up thing. Bird in the hand, two in the bush.
So
There
Lakers
you
in 5.
go. There you go.
That was like a joke and the point of the joke is to annoy the crap out of the people you're telling the joke to. And the punchline is better snake than leather, and you're just supposed to make stuff up until you can see that they're just on the point of just like hitting you, striking you, or whatever, and then you end the joke.
Is that like the aristocrat jokes? How you just kind of
not yes no.
The journey is the destination.
The journey is the destination for sure, but it's not. It's not outlandish.
Okay.
Like do not Google the aristocrats.
Wait, yeah, please don't. Not the aristocats. Okay, I said aristocats, by the way.
Aristocats. Yep. What's the name of it? The Aristocats.
The Aristocats. Oh man, that's too much.
Did Bob Saget voice any of the Aristocats? Like, did he voice any Disney character?
I don't think so. I don't even know how he
even
got.
At the height of Funniest Home Videos, they never got him on as a Disney character.
I don't know. I don't even know how he got the jobs that he did. I don't know how he got Full House. I don't know how he got on America's Funniest Home Videos. They didn't do the research.
Do you think? Yeah, I mean, he goes into. They just get a bunch of people to walk in off the street to do an interview, right? Like, they're not going to go watch the stand-up necessarily. Or maybe once he got the job, he like calmed it on the stand-up for a little bit, and then once he had the shoe in the bag or whatever the expression is, like he was good to go back to his crazy.
Oh, am I echoey?
Katie's looking up shoe in the bag right now. Foot in the door.
Foot in the door. Shoe in the bag. I just let it happen.
Ricky-isms. I definitely have some. Hi, Jane.
Hold on. Am I still echoing?
What? You're echoing?
I don't know. According to Bobby McHugh,
whoa.
He's a trusted agent. Bobby McHugh is a trusted source.
Yeah, Bobby McHugh said something.
All right. Apparently, I did not have Brave muted.
Oh.
And I had Katie muted because the last time we did this...
I've been muted this whole time?
No. They could hear you through the Brave. Because I hear you through Brave. Normally,
I don't know what
have
Brave is, but I'm so excited.
That's my web browser, sorry.
Is it free to download?
Yeah, it's like a better version than Chrome.
Okay.
Some people claim better version.
King
Muted Katie?
What?
Don't use Brave. I use Opera. What are your thoughts on Opera, Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby doesn't like it.
I
don't use the mining stuff. I don't do that.
I'm an Opera gang. I thought I started using Opera and I just never went back. I'm probably gonna get back on the Google. I don't know what should I use, man. I need to know.
What should I use?
Not a Mac.
The Mac's gone. We already talked about that.
Wait, what?
The Mac, I still have it right now. I got the Mac for probably about another 2 to 3 months, and it's out of here.
Okay. So yeah, I knew you were planning on getting a PC. I just didn't know you. I'm still going to tease you for it and tell you.
I'm going to keep the Mac, but I'm going to also include the PC into the program there, so I can do other things.
So you're going to use both to stream with both.
I'm gonna have one set up. I'm just going to be the Quest World production is about to go through the roof. Okay,
well,
we're adding.
My problem with this is while playing Pixelborn, you're not really like. Normally, when you use a double rig setup while streaming, it's because you're playing a game at really good graphics and streaming. So both of those take a lot of effort. If you're just using cameras and playing the game, that's like not much. Your Mac's already kind of maxing out at that, and getting a PC on top of it isn't gonna take much.
No, I'm probably gonna put the Mac off to the side and just use it for editing and things of that sort, and then keep the PC for streaming so I can play games and other things.
Didn't you say it took like 2 days to compress videos?
No. That's no. I don't think so anyway. Maybe I don't not on this. No, it goes pretty cool. It's pretty smooth. All right. Well, we can get this thing cracking. We got LeFou, okay?
All right, we ranked him as a C, I think.
Oh, you guys already got LeFou. Oh,
yeah. All right.
We're
on Lumiere, who caused a price spike in Royal Tantrum.
Oh. Do you have the right picture?
Went from about $40 for an Enchanted to $100+ for an Enchanted.
Oh,
but it was also shown with an extra keyword at first. It had Ward. But only in the English version. So people quickly There were people like Sailor who could actually speak more than one language who were like, wait a second, why are these different?
He said pardon.
And, pardon?
Pardon, scusi. But that's Italian.
Well, maybe he speaks Italian as well. Sailor is brilliant. I wouldn't put it
Yeah,
past
he
him.
probably. And yeah, he's like, actually, I play 10 instruments. I'm like, dang it, he's got us again.
And that does like, if this had Ward and you thought you could do some crazy stuff with Royal Tantrum, sure. This not having Ward, I feel like you could still do those same things. Like, if you thought this would win you the game with Ward, it's still going to win you the game without Ward. It just means that they can answer it a little bit more.
And
I don't
going further,
think
I would almost rather it have evasive than ward anyway. What is it warding off between those few opening turns that you just need?
Strength.
Strength, okay. Yeah.
Zeus. I mean, it's basically it needs to survive a turn so then you can afford to play the Royal Tantrum. Is the issue. If Royal Tantrum was a song,
oh, it'd be so good. It'd be all right. No, because you got to be able to sing it with a 4. Because Royal Tantrum is 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Card is cool though. I think the art is clean. I like his attitude. I like that it says "Sacre Bleu" on it as well. That's a good touch.
The issue, Bobby, is that was like questing for 5 and then activating a dime on it. I feel like you're probably not activating a dime on this and sacking all those items. But maybe. Like, if you get this in play, you get a dime in play, and you play a Royal Tantrum, and you had a bunch of items to also banish to draw cards. At the same time, I almost feel like you could just play Tamatoa, activate dime, and do that a few turns in a row just as easily. Like...
He's fired up.
And obviously, it would be better with Ward, I guess. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
I think we all agree it's better with Ward. I'm just trying to say losing Ward isn't enough. If this card was as busted as people thought it was, losing Ward won't make it not win games still.
I think the evasive might actually help too, man. It's gonna help. I'm glad it has something better than if it was just a shift 3 with just nothing, just a raw 5-4-3 with this effect. I think it gets significantly worse. I think. I don't know. Ward would have been pretty neat though, and I would have liked to also see a character with evasive and Ward on the same card. That hasn't happened yet. Hopefully, it never happens. But if it does,
I personally view it as a C for cute.
Cute.
Okay.
It is cute.
Okay.
With Ward, I'd say maybe a B. Without the Ward, C. It could do some crazy stuff. It very easily could somehow be an A if the right lineup occurs.
I just don't get it.
It quests for 4 consistently with Pops and Tom. Yeah.
Well, can't argue with that.
Are you gonna shift it though? Like, so then you have to play the other Lumiere, so it's like kind of a dead card. Is Bomberman?
Is mayonnaise
The whole
a
gang.
vegetable?
Yeah, I think I'm content with it being a C.
for sure.
The coachman, greedy deceiver.
Man, get this guy out of here. This artwork is just scary. This is some of the scariest artwork we've had.
Yeah, he's taking. Look how many children he's abducting.
And he's got the whip in the whip.
It's very scary. It is very, very, very scary, and also not so great. It's like, hey,
2 costs 2/2. While 2 or more characters of yours are exerted, this gets +2 strength and evasive.
you can't play it till like turn 3 at least, or 4. It's like,
why did I see an image of J-Bomb? That's because somebody redeemed.
there's no
here.
way
I'll
I'm
redeem it
choosing
for you.
this over quite literally anything other than Strength or Zeus or any other 2-drop that has evasive already.
In 40 seconds. I can't redeem it for 40 more seconds. It's the I don't understand that.
There's no words there.
If it hit him with if this card had the hit ready characters on it too, it might be lit.
This counts
but
itself as well, by the way.
while 2 or more characters of yours are exerted. Okay. So, he
So it
quests them.
basically says
with another
while
guy?
one other character of yours is exerted.
Wait, so it counts itself. So as he exerts, he counts as exerted?
Yep.
Huh.
I can't remember if that means that it can challenge evasives or not. I think you exert them and then you choose, but was what I was told, but that could be that backwards. If anyone in chat wants to correct me on the Judge.
Judge. You say a judge 3 times. One will.
I just don't get it.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's better for any other card that you could use instead. Like,
yeah, +2 strength.
So I don't even want to put it. I guess you could put it in a limited
second
bucket.
I join, I hear my name. What is that all about? Says J-Bomb.
Oh, we were talking about some deers.
Oh no, I hate this. I hate this card. I hate the artwork. I would put him in a G tier if you had it.
Yeah, that's why like I don't agree that you guys have A, B, C, and limited. Like limited's a garbage bin.
Put this down to G for get him out of here, dude. Let's get him. You put this guy in an A? Have you lost your mind, Luke?
No, I think it is a B though.
What?
I do think it is actually
the coachman?
a B.
The coachman?
It's a all right. It's
all right,
a 2-cost that can answer evasives.
Okay.
And they can't necessarily challenge it down as easy. It's not terrible.
Okay.
I mean, did we not put the other 2-cost evasive for 2?
Yeah, but this one's like so. I like okay, so like
I guess that's like go-go. It's like a bad go-go.
Challenge. He doesn't have like rush.
Maybe
so
it is a
like,
C.
Yeah, so like you have to like it's.
For a second, I was thinking
it
gave
crazy.
another character the +2. It's okay.
I don't know if if he's on the challenge. If he's challenging, I don't know.
Actually, this card is very good and limited.
Yeah, get him out. Put him in a G tier for get out of my life, dude. Coachman. He's got kids on the whip too. What this? They drew this. They let this. I don't know about this art too.
Yeah, someone said make it as scary as possible, and they said coming right up, Chief.
Yeah, they took it to the next level.
Well, it counts itself at least in the bonus.
The first portion.
The bonus part. And on the defensive. So, like, if you have this in another character, they have to take that other character out before challenging this if they have no evasives.
J-Bomb says, I love that art.
Uh-oh. No. No, watch out. No. Okay, J-Bomb. All right.
I don't see a fish anywhere.
J-Bomb, knock it out.
Gotta watch out. We're gonna have to cover up all the art in the Disney Lorcana cards. And you can only play with the text.
Put this on a playmat and I'll buy it.
Cut it out.
No. Okay.
The kids are evil. The kids are obviously evil.
The worst is that they're headed to Pleasure Island, which is like
get it out of here. Next slide, dude. Next.
Pinocchio is such a problematic movie.
Next song. Next song.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite stories of JDZ. Is Luke said, "I did a
I
live
don't like
stream
no
with
whips and
me,
chains.
I
You can't tie me down, but you can whip your loving on me, baby. Yes,
what?
yes,
What's
yes.
okay? We're not
can.
talking about whips anymore. Okay, so we're talking
I don't know.
about
I was just trying to sing whatever Bobby said, but I don't know what the song is.
for the mind. So that's where he's going.
So I just had to make up a tune to it.
Yeah, you're singing about whipping people.
Yeah, I have no idea what that song is.
Yeah, I don't like no whips. Oh yeah.
We got another Mulan.
Yeah, Bobby McCoo.
Wait, no, I want JDZ to sing that song like it's supposed to be.
No, we're not all singing whipping songs. We're gonna talk about Mulan.
What song are you talking about anyway? What song was that? I don't know.
Bobby McCoo's try it. But J-Bomb and Bobby McCoo, they're like, listen, we can't get canceled because we're in the chat. we're guarded by plot armor over here, so we're safe. Mulan is
I don't
reckless.
like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your loving on me. That one? That's the one.
Yeah,
Luke messed me up so bad that I couldn't even remember the song. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he did sing it like a country battle.
I have heard that song.
That's not by Jack Harlow. Get out of here. Oh my god. Isn't that older than that? It's a sample.
I think he sampled it.
Yeah,
I think that's the one that's more popular. I think as of today.
I get so angry when like a modern artist is like, look at the song I made. I'm like, no, you sampled a song that people loved and then you put like a little shitty rap over it and you're like, it's my song. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, good to know, Sky. Thank you. Sky asked a judge and they double they confirmed what Bobby said.
Okay.
Well,
it's a dumb card, so it should go in for G for garbage.
G for get the hell out of here.
Mulan, 3/3, charge ahead, reckless. During your turn, has evasive. This character can only challenge ready characters. Imagine if it said, one of these characters said can only challenge ready characters.
Ugh.
I mean, that'd be
I-
kind of cool.
Yeah, you're
That'd be
like,
kinda weird.
quest or not, I shall strike you down.
Only ready characters?
Yeah, so it can't take out questers, but like
That'd be
they play a
that'd be
character can
it
go
wouldn't
for
need a
them.
rush. If it doesn't have a rush, it would be the silliest thing, Luke. They would never be able to quest. It'd be so silly.
It's
They would
just
be-
stuck. It's like, help.
like you put it out and they just quest. It's
Yeah, but each time they play a new character, you can challenge the new character.
okay. Yeah.
All right. I like tell you a busted card, and you're like, it's silly.
That's
It
silly.
wouldn't need rush though to make it like cool. I think it could be cool though. If this card had rush, this card would be cool.
So you're
This
telling
card
me
has
that
reckless.
if your opponent played a 3/3 on turn 3 that
Mhm.
could challenge ready characters, only
Mhm.
challenge ready characters,
Only
that
challenge ready
you'd be fine with that? You'd have to just play characters into that they could challenge?
Yeah, probably because I put out a challenge my ready character. You're not. I mean, it's just like I don't know. It seems okay, but I would be fine with that because if I already have a guy that I'm questing already, and you put that thing out, and I'm questing the other guy, you spend your time trading with my one ready character, and I just keep putting out other guy. We just wasted. You're wasting your time. I think.
I mean, that's challenging in general, right?
Yeah. But that's even slower than normal challenging because you're wasting a turn.
Play a
not
bodyguard and
challenging
can never challenge shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the way, just so you know, chat, the way bodyguard works is if you can't challenge the bodyguard, that doesn't mean the bodyguard prevents it. So if I was to play a gazelle, giving my opponent's bodyguard evasive, and none of my characters have evasive, I can challenge anything else they had. It
True.
is a cool play.
It is. I
But,
did
but
like when
playing a
people,
bodyguard would get around it.
when people
But-
are trying to put Tiana or put people in Tiana's palace or Tiana's place, and they're like, haha, I've defeated it. And they're like, no, you didn't. There's no, they put the bodyguard in there, and then that could be challenged. They're like, so now you don't have bodyguard. I'm like, dang
This
it. I gotta...
card, this card should cost
Much
3, I
cheaper.
think.
Yeah.
I think 3
Right.
would make it maybe almost too good, but still decent. At 3, it's kind of like the Lewis. It gives something reckless, comes into play exerted, so it forces the challenge. This would be like the opposite. It has to challenge it has to challenge, but it can challenge anything, right?
Mm.
Hiccups are getting me.
And I also like the fact that they're they're redoing the burst of speed. They're making that almost like a keyword in itself. Because I've seen a few characters with that burst of speed in there, and it means that during your
Oh,
turn, this character gains
Has it had the same name on something?
same name? Yeah, burst of speed has been a thing.
Interesting.
So maybe they'll make long range a thing.
Well.
So yeah, look it up. I think there are quite a few cards that have burst of speed in their thing. If you just type in burst of speed, you'll see that they've started to make that a thing.
So they're starting to like say like reuse, not reuse,
Yeah,
but like
like
standardize
Happy-
abilities.
Yeah, Happy's got it, Grumpy's got it, Zipper's got it, and now this Mulan has it.
So are they? I was gonna make a joke about a packet of something, but never mind. I won't do it. But it sounds like they're all engaging in something that allows them to boost speed, and that's very
Hey.
exciting for them.
Yeah,
Didn't-
Sky's right there. That's a nifty thing that
nifty-
comes up. That has come up in like set 2 and 3 with Cinderella Stouthearted having to challenge a readied bodyguard.
Mhm.
I do
It
like
is a
this.
cool
And
thing.
Sky brought up a nifty thing.
No more honey packs, Ant. We're cutting the honey
Yeah,
packs.
I didn't say that. I didn't. They're
Oh,
framing me. I said nothing.
Okay, that's me.
6
That's what I
cost,
thought. Well, first
4
the 20 in the chat.
6. Whenever you play another character, they gain rush, reckless, and evasive. You can
Oh.
Yeah.
shift this on turn 4, turn 5. Play somehow ramped into a shark. I don't know. I feel like playing shark after this is pretty good. I think Ed mentioned that the other day when we showed the enchanteds. He was like, "This plus is shark is the new meta."
Shark. Hoo ha ha.
And I think that Mulan coming behind this would be neat, even though it already has reckless and evasive. Just I like rush. I think we need more rush, and then hitting ready
Yeah.
characters with rush, I think is neat. This card is cool as hell. though.
This makes it where sharks don't need to hang around with Vitalispheres. They just need a little cute dragon. Why? That's
Gives
Mulan.
regular Maui evasive.
That is one strong kite because it is carrying a dragon that probably weighs like 1 pound, but like a full woman. And like I don't think that's how physics work. Or are they zip lining? Is this a scene where she's kind of like, nope, that's flying? Okay, I'll figure it out.
I mean,
Don't
that's
worry.
a really powerful rocket, and he's got a couple bottle rockets too. It's okay. It
That's
makes
true.
sense.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. He's fine. We're fine.
I don't know. I think post
Everything's-
rotation.
This is gonna be.
I think post rotation Ruby Steel is going to be legit. Too
I
legit.
do, and I'm excited because it's already like close to being something, and now
I mean, this is a
someone else needs to
bomb
figure
in
it out.
limited. This definitely seems really good in limited. Although I could see a funny world where your opponent has like a 7/7 exerted character, and you can't play characters because they would gain rush and reckless and have to challenge it, and they would just get banished right away.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm so scared right now.
So you could lock yourself out with this. So definitely be wary of that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it's like they are attached to a rocket. They're like, I can't stop. Help.
It's mandatory. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not you may. So that is scary. You got to time this.
But
That's funny.
at the same time, this doesn't do much against controlless. It seems decent against aggressive strategies, but we have a lot of very good anti-aggressive cards in those archetypes already. Prove me wrong. I'm willing. This and Lumiere, I think both could be better than I'm rating them, but I'm being more realistic this morning, I guess.
Why is he your worst nightmare though? Like, what is that?
Because that's what
Like,
he said. I'm
that's
your
what he said?
worst nightmare.
Okay.
Remember, like he like
Yeah.
comes,
That's a-
yeah.
That's a sack.
Remember
he's a scary
Mulan?
dragon.
He's pretty cute.
JDZ's never seen Mulan.
I've seen Mulan multiple times. I guarantee you, I've seen Mulan more times than you look. 100%. 100%. Let's go. Reflections, go.
So one of the reasons why I don't like to rewatch movies is because in my childhood, my brother and sister, we didn't have cable TV, but we had a VCR and all the Disney movies, so they would just watch them on repeat over and over. So I've
That's the best
definitely
part.
seen Mulan maybe like 30 to 50 times.
That's
at
the best
least.
part about Mulan or the Disney movies, man. Watching them again and again, the staying power, the magic, the things you pick up.
No, it does not tickle my tism right.
Okay,
All right.
Mr. Snoops.
Mr. Snoops, betrayed partner. During your turn, this character is banished. You may draw a card.
Canonically, that is how he talks. Okay.
Yep, that's accurate. He's an ally. I think that's pretty neat. These are places to sell, like a little Diablo, if you will. I
Yeah.
think he's a B. Put him up
A
there.
banish oblo, you might say.
A Diablo. When this character's banished, yeah. Whenever you.
No, a banish oblo. We don't
A
say
banished
die in
oblo?
this game.
That's his
Yeah,
name.
banished.
It's Diablo.
Diablo.
It's
Making
Diablo.
Yeah.
That's not
Trying to make
knife.
it funny, JDZ.
I
Get you.
Trying to
Oh,
make it
ban
funny.
I got you. Oh, damn it, dude! I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's like, we can't. Okay, you can't.
Luke loves making up words. Maybe. I didn't make up Lorthel. I just loved it.
I don't know who did. Was it?
This card though is. If this had Rush, like seems decent and limited.
Yeah, in limited it's fine, and like regular play, I don't know. I mean,
It's unlikely.
I mean, well, yeah. There's so many other cooler things you could do to gain a lore and draw a card. I like this one because
friendly-
why is he a friend but he's so cantankerous? Like, is it because it's like, I guess to be fair, like Luke's my friend, but he's cantankerous, so
Thanks.
you can laugh. Would you consider yourself? Let me look up the definition of cantankerous.
Cantankerous neighbor.
Cantankerous means
Rush with Mushi.
Grouchy.
okay. You're not
This-
cantankerous.
Grouchy, grumpy. What is it?
Well, it is. It
What are the
is.
synonyms of cantankerous?
I'm gonna go refill my coffee so
crotchety.
you can't.
Crotchety?
Crotchety, crabby,
Grumpy,
Eras. Yeah,
Crass?
crusty,
crusty,
not-
dusty,
Argumentative.
dusty, and musty.
quarrelsome,
I might be quarrelsome and argumentative.
chippy,
I'm
Chippy,
Ornery?
edgy.
ornery.
I'm a
Ew.
ornery.
Hey, yo,
The opposite is good-natured and affable.
affable.
I'm also good-natured and affable.
So I
think
guess
Luke is
you
affable.
are your friend owl that is not cantankerous.
Cantankerous neighbor. Sand in the forest? I'll bet some magical miscreant is up
I
to no
love
good.
Listening
Well,
to
it's
you debate.
none of my concern.
I
I'm
love
going back to bed.
What an
There it
attitude
is.
on this guy that he's like, bye. And I also really like that JDZ was like, where's this owl from? And you thought this was the Winnie the Pooh owl.
No, I didn't. That's the guy from
That's not the Winnie the Pooh owl.
That's not the Winnie the Pooh owl. That's
Wait,
the
then it
guy
was Luke.
from.
Was it Luke that thought it was the Winnie the Pooh owl? Either
what's
way,
his-
someone in this.
What's
I
his?
mean, he's-
Hold up. Let me cook. That's
It's not
Winnie the Pooh.
Archimedes.
That's not Archimedes. That is.
I mean, it's
Not Winnie the
Friendo.
Pooh. I lost it. I had it because we talked about this the other day.
It's Friendo.
That looks like sludge, Luke. Why are you drinking freaking
There's
motor oil,
there's a
dude?
giant piece of ice in the middle of my coffee, so it's not letting it mix.
The chalky milk can't reach the coffee, so now it's gonna have to have a little bit of coffee, a little bit of chalky, and it's gonna be
It looks like something you just conjured there.
something wicked.
It looks like something. It looks like something that a human should not be consuming in a jug that you just mixed up in the kitchen. It's gonna come and drink some of that tonic and turn into a bullfrog or something.
Oh, that's nice. ASMR with Wonderman. Oh, that's a terrible sound. It got really bad at the end. Oh wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, at the end it got cantankerous.
You on that polyjuice potion, dude? Come on, man. That's what Skinner says. Skinner says you on that polyjuice, on that lean. What you sipping on there, Luke? What's in there?
Scissor. Just kidding. I can't take scissor.
Sipping on some chalky milk.
Is that
Is
Bailey's?
Sky Delina the Sky that we know and love? Or
Ooh.
is it
Now I want some Baileys. Thanks for that.
Have you ever drank Bailey's from a shoe?
No.
Go Greg's for all things.
I have never drank from his shoe. And luckily, I never knew about this when I was young and alcoholic
Young.
enough to drink it from a shoe. Because I probably would have done
Well, doing
shoeies with
shoeies?
Breezy. I would have
No.
definitely done shoeies. Like, I was a fool and I did a lot of foolish things while I used to drink with my friends. I don't recommend it. I recommend not having friends, not drinking.
Just playing Lorcana and watching Disney films.
You know,
but not
have
on
some
repeat.
friends that are a little bit safer.
That was scary.
She's like, friends? No! Never!
Friends in this economy? No, I have a couple friends. Is that? I got
All right.
friends. Okay.
But we got a friend now. He quest for 2. I know Ruby has been looking for a quest for 2 guy, but not this guy. As we got
not for 2.
Fawn. Playful Fawn. Yeah, he's from Bambi. That's where he's from.
I think it's Faline.
Is it? Faline? I say Fawn. Is that like a
All
Fraulein?
right, chat, tell us. Faline.
It's probably
oh,
Faline. You're probably right. But
It's like saline.
line. It says line.
Agree.
Like, why does it have a line? Line is line. Fawn. Let's grow up,
Fawn.
English.
Fa-la-la-la-line.
To be fair, I'll call it what you want. It's a forecast. It's gone. First off, now we have. Okay, it's gone.
All right. While you have a character in play with more strength than each opposing character, this character gets +2 lore.
I
So
love these
people are
like
cooking with
contractual
Star.
obligation cards where it's like, once you find the blah blah, I'm like, please.
Do you...
Do.
That voice you use sounds just like the that makeup TikTok lady who... I can't remember what she is. She made some hilarious videos.
It's only
but,
like a billion of those.
I know, right?
Yeah, that makeup TikTok lady. All right.
Don't let them know we can shapeshift or something.
If the
Oh,
men know
shit.
we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church.
Yes, that one. See, you know exactly who I'm talking about. See, perfect descriptor. This is why Katie won that game like 27 to like crush
No
the
one
competition.
said I'm filing to see anyone play. I'm failing. Oh wow. Okay, so do you agree that it's failing? Okay. Ed says in English, if is there a vowel, consonant, vowel? It's the hard vowel.
Dude, I only speak this language. I don't know how it works.
What do you mean hard vowel? What is?
Line. It's a hard, like a.
So he's saying it's feline.
He's saying it's Fawn. That's why I just read it out. I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, when I say Fawn,
Thanks, hamster ball.
Thanks, hamster ball.
Thanks, hamster ball.
What?
Hamster ball. I'm so stupid.
I mean, to be fair, quoting yourself, that's goals. To be able to
Thanks,
just
hamster ball. That's like my guy. I don't know why I go to that character sometimes when I need a guy. I got a New Jersey guy in me. Hey, yo. Hey, hold up. Pause. There's a New Jersey person. I've never been to New Jersey. I've never been to New York. I've been to Philly. Drink some water. But I don't know why that accent comes up. Hey, yo, Paul. I pause it. I pause that out.
how to say.
I'm like watching a video to figure out how to say her name, and Bambi like
too.
looks at Thumper.
Thumper.
Pumpter. No way. You think that's how New Jersey sounds? That's exactly in my mind. Like, or Yonkers. I've never been to Yonkers either.
Okay,
I
Blink
assume
says
that's how
it's
people.
failing.
I'm
So-
Feline. I'm Feline.
Fake.
Her name is Feline. Feline.
Feline.
Feline.
Feline.
Feline.
Feline.
Okay. I got it.
Fahleen is how
I
you
mean,
say that.
English is
It-
dumb.
Do they talk in this movie?
All right, I'm putting the clip in chat of the time. It's like right after she says it. You can rewind just a few seconds if you want.
Well, maybe he wouldn't be. You're not afraid, are you?
Huh.
You're not afraid, are you?
I need to watch Bambi again.
No.
Probably not.
Well, you have a character in play with more strength than opposing this character. So 4 costs, quest for 3, evasive. This is just a Hans with evasive. Nothing really that fantastic. You also have to like be winning the what's it called?
Everything.
The Flynn War.
Mm-hmm.
This and being uninkable. Maybe if this was inkable, I'd think about it. Otherwise, it's a little too cute. I think it's pretty good in limited. Probably, it's probably good in limited. It's evasive. It's good in limited.
My
It
Bambi deck.
challenges things. Yeah.
It's going to my Bambi deck for sure. I'm gonna put that Fahleen in my cup, dude, and load it up and get to the dubs. Dang, I should put that to a beat. Write that down. We got bars for weeks.
Fraidy cat.
Oh, there you go. Put this with your
It is
Fahleen, dude.
Feline. It's Feline.
I mean, I told you.
Yeah, she goes.
It's kind of bashful.
You can.
That's so loud.
That's
Oh.
so.
Well, they just said it, so we
Yep,
missed it.
we
They're
heard it.
complaining.
We heard it.
I think this guy can work with your Fahleen. There you go. Put him in there. Prince John into the Fahleen and just build and
So,
game. Can't
The
quest
funny
though.
thing is, I think we had another card that we're like, oh, if you really need a Rapunzel, yeah, the Dodo is 0/6 for 3 inkable. It's like, if you really need a Rapunzel, I'd much rather play this. If I'm looking, if I need a Rapunzel, sure, it's not inkable. It's big. It's a character you can play on turn 3 to try to guarantee that you're going to win Flynn Wars. I think it triggers Flynn as well as the new Tinkerbell, the Ruby Tinkerbell that we did put as a B.
So he only works in Amber Ruby.
No, if Tinkerbell's a B, this guy has to be an A.
What?
This guy's good.
This
man.
is worse than the Tinkerbell, I think.
This is better than the Tinkerbell.
Huh.
He's better than the Tinkerbell for sure.
Huh.
If Tinkerbell's a B, this guy's got to be better than the Tinkerbell.
Huh.
I mean, I could see putting this as a B, but I'm not putting this as an A.
Okay, well, put it above Tinkerbell. That's it, and then we're fine.
Why
We're fine.
why don't you like Tinkerbell?
I
Yeah,
love
what happened
Tinkerbell.
there?
Tinkerbell is literally one of my favorite Disney characters. I love Tinkerbell. I think
I'm not
Tinkerbell's
talking
great.
about the character. I'm
In a
saying, why
J-Bon's
don't you like
way?
this card?
I like Tinkerbell. I think I'm high on Tinkerbell. I'm a big positive. I'm positive on Tinkerbell, but I think this Prince John is going to be played more than the Tinkerbell, for sure.
Whoa, just because it's played more doesn't mean it's better.
That's exactly what it means, Lucas.
No.
If it's played more, it's better. There it is. There it is.
Well,
There it
maybe
is.
it's conditional.
This stupid duck is better than every other card on this page,
That
and
duck
it's not
is
going
gonna
to
get
see
played
as much play. It's not going to see as much play because it doesn't have a good archetype to put in.
Lucathy, that duck is going to get played more than this Prince John and that Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Wait, what duck are you talking about? Ludwig von Drake. Isn't
Yeah.
Ludwig von Drake the one that JDZ has beef with?
I have
Yeah.
beef with Luke because he just gets his dual link.
All
Just
right.
because he's dual link. That's the only
Yeah,
beef
but
I have
every
with him.
ink has to go with some other ink, and he just.
So you're
picked up
saying we shouldn't even have an S tier in the Duel Link cards?
Absolutely, yeah. Unless you
Oh
just
my
downgrade it or
gosh.
something. They all
Oh
should
my-
be. You
oh
just
my
can't be S tier
God.
as your dual link. You just can't do it. There it is.
I mean, I'll put it above the Tinkerbell only because I'm not playing Tinkerbell when Rapunzel decks. Most likely, if I'm playing Tinkerbell, I'm playing Prince John, but I can see playing Prince John without Tinkerbell. But I still
Absolutely.
think Tinkerbell's the better card. It's the card you want a mulligan for, not the Prince John. You have other cards that do the same thing as Prince John, and they activate the Tinkerbell.
It might be a world Flynn can come back, man. Flynn on 2, John on 3. I think it's
I mean, that's the thing, is like you play 4 Flynn, 4 Tinkerbell, and then that's like your deck.
and just vibe. I like it.
That could be an Amber Ruby deck too. I guess you could argue that it could be that way.
Make something out of heal nonsense, support nonsense. It's a vibe. 5 is crazy on 3. I was down on this guy at first. I was like, they just kill it, or banish it just by putting dudes on the board, and now he can tank that within the first couple turns. I've been
It does
converted.
activate Pride Lands, I guess, is a thing.
Let's
Oh
go.
yeah,
He is a
This
prince.
card is interesting.
it is. It's like so you quest and then you play this and then you're like, and now it's time for business.
I've
And,
already
like, it's
seen a few infinite combos with it.
Yeah.
infinite.
Yes.
Okay, so-
OTKs.
Interesting. Well, I mean, obviously anything. Okay, so are you talking about like? Tell me.
Bobby's like, don't tell people.
Oh wait,
Bobby
never
said
mind.
don't tell
All right,
people,
all right.
so we're not going to tell people. But
We're not going to
All
tell people. No, you got to tell people, Luke. That's the
Dude.
whole show.
Well, we'll tell him after. They'll tell him when he beats him with it. He's like, and I'll show you once I do it, and then that's him telling.
I mean, people can figure it out, like Maui Half Shark, and I did learn this the other day. Okay.
whoa,
I'll share
what?
this
There's
information.
cards that get actions from your discard back to your hand.
But listen, I read Maui Half. You don't have to banish the character. You just have to challenge it.
Correct.
So that's the OTK right there. All you got to do. I'm gonna
It's
give you
just-
guys secrets.
It's
This
just like the
reduces-
Madam Min. It's just like the Madam Mim combo. Somehow your opponent has to have an exerted character.
Mhm.
You have to have a way to challenge that character over and over again. So you're gonna have to try to find a way to use this and Maui Shark, and have your opponent have enough characters that you can challenge to return this, and then have something else that makes that win you the game.
And there you go. You can figure it out. There's a couple ways to do this too. Some are easier than others, but getting Maui down to 0 and have your opponent have an exerted character.
I guess if you play this, the Shark wins the game on its own.
Yes. Because you can sing this with somebody else, I guess, or just play it, and then he'll ready himself, and then you just infinitely challenge and get it back, challenge, get it back. Vibe.
And there's been multiple versions of this. I think some people have tweeted it as well. It's cute.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be a part of the metagame though? Someone's gonna figure it out.
It depends. I think it might not be too hard to just play 1 or 2 copies in some Shark decks to do some work. But I don't think you're going to make it go infinite as much as like maybe using this in a Shark to take out 2 characters or something of the sort. But it's like a B for build around,
Yeah.
but it's.
I think you have to put it higher in the C just because of that potential that it has. And people, if you dedicate the time to this strategy, I think it can be super viable. If you pull it off, it's going to happen to someone's because people
Get out!
People
Get
get hit
outta
with
here!
the beast relentless stuff, that beast combo from time to time still, and that one's way more convoluted than this one. I think
I think that one's easy.
the beast one is easier than this one.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, you sing Whole New World with Beast, then you just get the combo and win. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Now we got
That doesn't.
get out of here. Is that how he says it? Is that a
don't-
good beast impression? Before I change my mind, I like that this is yeeting Gaston. I think that's quite fun. Do you think Gaston survived that fall? Do you think he's okay?
No, he's dead.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
He's banished, JD.
Li
No, he's
Shang
banished. Oh, my
fell
bad.
a longer distance in Mulan 2, and then he just appeared like an hour later. He's like, that was scary, guys. So I think like unless I see a funeral, even then it could be dramatic. Anyway,
So,
Gaston, he's still
A
here.
dragon fire that draws a card.
Banish shows it and return an item card. But like it's more expensive. I think it could be like a C, right? I don't know. I hate this color combo, so
I don't know.
Like,
I think this is like one
they're
of
not
the.
even playing dragon fire. So I feel returning a popsicle and replaying the popsicle is maybe not worth it. It's possible that like an item,
Popsicle?
a workshop version that could maybe play this, because if you have a workshop and play getting a popsicle, this is like draw 2 cards, and that's maybe worth the effort.
I don't know. This
But-
card was one of the first cards I think that they revealed, and I was like, man, this card seems really good. It seems kind of strong. You know, you're getting plus value and you're getting some tempo at the same time. Now as time has gone out and some of these other cards have came out, I just don't think it's as good. I still think it's playable. I think this card will be played for sure.
Does dragon fire see play as a one-up occasion?
As a one of occasionally, I think because this is better. This is better than Dragonfire because it can be ramped with, and it also returns something back to your hand. So you're getting another plus with it. So I think it's a little bit better than Dragonfire, and
I think the
you know,
reason
Shark.
Dragonfire sees some fringe play is that it's cheaper. Is that it is like an actual answer before they can play their real answers like Medusas and Sisus and Be Prepareds.
Yeah, I can see this replacing like a, I don't know, maybe I don't know. I think this card can be played. I think you can play that at a 1, maybe a 2 in some red blue stuff. I think because I mean just anything. Banish chosen character, boom, get it out of there, and you get a plus. It seems okay, especially like in the late game, potentially. It's 6 cost. This card's not bad, Luke. It's better than limited. It's going to be a staple. I'm picking this early on the limited.
In
probably.
limited, there's what items like if there's items we want to return in limited that do stuff. Yeah, it's great. It says banish a character. I played the out of order, and I think that was banish a character at Inkable or something.
It was Inkable. That's why. But I played out of order and limited, and it was crushing, dude.
I would not say it was not crushing for me. I was like, I need to do this, but I had though.
You had to ramp.
All right.
You're like, I'm ramping to the moon for this.
Yeah, I was ramping hard. I had
like I'm gonna play it in limited, but Dragonfire is better, I think, in limited than this.
Well, we don't have Dragonfire right now in limited. Limited is limited to the cards.
What if this card was Inkable?
Well, I would like it a lot more if it was Inkable.
What if you flip it off of Robin Hood?
Flip it off of Robin Hood.
Well,
I really like the Mushu Lighter situation going on. We got Chimpo body in the background here.
Light the fuse. Deal 1 damage to chosen character for each exerted character you have in play. 1 cost uninkable. So it's a strength that costs 1 that requires your characters to have survived a whole turn or be bodyguards. If you're being really aggressive, I think this card is okay.
Does it work like strength, or do you deal each one of those damages 1 at a time?
It says for each, so I take that as it would deal it in 1 big chunk.
Okay,
like
so it hits them as 2. Okay, works like strength. Okay, cool. 'Cause I was about to say, if this thing was a 1 at a time piece, I'm like, get this all the way up out of here. But it's pretty neat.
It would have been very good if it just said any character, not just exerted. Yes, it would be an S tier card if it just dealt 1 for every character you had at 1 cost. Just for showing how good strength has been. Now, sure, strength is exerted or is inkable and a song, but this only costs 1. And being able to go like character with my 1 extra, do this, like shoot your dude, would be insane. Now it's kind of like deploy the board next turn, quest all out, play 2 of these to answer your thing. Like I think this card's going to see play and is secretly pretty good, especially if things like strength and storm rotate out later on. Yeah. And I think like right now it could be fringe playable in like a dock aggro list. The problem of it being uninkable is pretty rough.
Yeah, I think you got to bump it down to B. Is this that much better than Fire the Cannons?
Yes.
Like that much better?
Well, it's so Fire the Cannons is for when you have to answer 1 drops that are not Daisy. Daisy has made Fire the Cannons a lot worse. What its intended job is, like taking out curse merfolk so you can survive. It's slowing the game down. This is like strength. You're playing this to take down a medium-sized character in the mid-game to maintain tempo. So like on turn 1, this does nothing. This is trash to answer a turn 1 Maleficent, right? So obviously Cannons is better there. But if your opponent plays a Daisy, well, then you can try to race it. Daisy's feeding you some extra characters. You character. Turn 3, you're dealing 3 to 4 damage with this for 1, while also committing another character or 2. It's not insane. It's not a strength. But just think, just like strength, right? Strength's not really coming into play until a few turns later, except for with Cindy on 2. But I don't know about you, but I don't like playing strength on 2 with Cindy. I feel like I'm up against my wall if I'm using my strength on a 1 drop. That's like card disadvantage of a sort.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think this card is probably a B, and it can go up to an A later iterations. But I just don't think that it's going to come out of the pack and people are going to be like, "Oh wow, I got Light the Fuse. Let me put it in my deck immediately." I don't see this card as that. It's going to be almost like a build around. You're going to have to make your deck a certain way. You're going to have a certain amount of bodyguards in there.
You have to bodyguards. I mean, you just need. like I'm playing this in any ruby steel aggressive deck, just like strength. It's basically puts in the same decks as strength, and you're gonna play it as like a 2 to 3 of as extra copies of strength in your like. Think of the amethyst steel list that only played strength. Think that, but ruby instead of amethyst. If they can afford to do that, their only removal would be like 4 strengths and 3 of these.
I guarantee you can put this card in your deck and cut it immediately. I bet it's gonna underperform 100% of the time.
Maybe.
I bet. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But you're not gonna play. Who's playing Ruby Steel in this set 8? I don't think anybody's gonna be playing it. Maybe they might. They might though. They might. I might.
I mean, they should because it's fun.
It's fun. It is fun.
Also, side note, I'm debating going to a set champ tomorrow. What would be like a fun deck that like? Never mind. This is for future. I'll do it in a side chat. But I'm like, what's it? We'll finish this color. But like, I don't know how much I care. But we're gonna find out.
Fun deck, probably Hero man.
I think dogs. Wait, what did you just say?
I say Hero. Play Hero Hamada.
Oh,
win a hero
no.
with the hero. That's a
Win a
goal.
hero. Oh yeah, that's like hero you need, hero you deserve.
I'm trying to see who can do it. The hero challenge. Okay, sorry. But yeah, if you want to leave it as A, this is your show again. But I'll leave.
We can put it as a B.
I think it's a solid B, man. I think,
but
it's a good card. It's for sure going to be played. And once we rotate, it's probably going to be an S or an A. It's depending on what they rotate through.
We'll see.
But like I said, if they get rid of Storm, they get rid of Strength.
If Ruby Steel can be like, the thing is like currently I think Ruby Steel is more of a like diggy. Like it's a more of a Doc Mines aggro deck. If it's going to do anything, and that's where this card would.
Oh yeah, you got a huge board with a bunch of exerted guys. Boom, take out a 7.
Like that. That's when you want to use this. Plus, like sometimes strength is rough there because you don't have Singer 3s, so you're hard casting it, or you're like, okay, I have to play Pete on 3 just so I can sing. This, like, I could see even cutting strength sometimes because you don't have the singers, and it lets you like maintain the super low curve. Like when I played the Amethyst Steel, I was definitely playing White Roses in my list just to have singers for strength. But I was playing a very aggressive version. I was not playing Elsa's. I think I had 3 genies, maybe 4 genies, and it was like 4 Pete, 4 Rose, 4 genies were the only things I had in my deck that could sing strength.
Okay. I think it's gonna be very good. It's a future proof card. It will have its time in the sun. I don't know if set 8 is going to be that time because people are gonna be like
Twitter pated. This is what I was trying to say when I said Thumper, or was talking about Thumper, is he was getting Twitter pated by this other rabbit getting distracted.
Is J-Bomb in the chat? Let's see. So I have
poor J-Bomb.
I know. Listen. It's fine.
He's...
This is like, do you think they made some of these cards where like, listen, we can't ban Diablo, so instead we're just gonna make 1,000 cards that say, sure, you have evasive. I think in this set there's a lot of evasive for limited, so I feel like this would be an instant for me. Probably put them in your deck because like if I don't have evasive characters, I need this. But it is like pretty mediocre in every other way. Yeah.
If it had the can't rip effect on it, it would be a solid card. But you're just negging yourself unless it's like a game winning type card, man. Maybe like
would
if you're questing and they can't challenge.
In an Action Storm deck, would it be good? Like, because I saw you put like Nothing to Hide in a deck once. So like, would it be good in a situation where you just need a cheap item? Or
but Nothing to Hide is cool because you get to draw another card as well.
That's a big bummer. Okay,
yeah, this is just going down in card economy. It's just like
limited. It's limited to limited. Because otherwise, what are you doing? Okay, fine. Never actually is an A. Luca's about to tell me that it's actually an A tier card, and I'm so scared.
Not a fan of this card.
Oh, okay. Whew.
I don't even think I'm playing it in limited. There could be a world. There is a terrible
yeah.
There's like a 2-cost card that does this, but gives it. That's a song, right?
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
And it saw very little play.
What if it had a can't rip on it? Would you play it? Probably, right?
Cantrip, yeah.
Yeah.
That would make it a C tier.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Twitter paid it. I'm on Twitter. I hate Twitter. I'm get off Twitter, dude. I can't stand it.
Most everyone's mad here.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I tried to do a let's see how snake-like I can be, but instead I did it in the I'm a snake voice, and it was not right. I was like, let's see how snake-like I can be, and that's not how he says it. Either way, you gain lore equal to damage on chosen character.
Still great.
So that could be fun with Prince John. You're just like playing a lot of uninkable silly cards. Maybe, man, 7.
Seven's crazy.
7, like, what's the most lore you can gain off of
I'm
this?
playing Get Out before I play this thing any day of the week.
Like, Go-Go Tamago doesn't make me work this hard. And that, whatever. I guess it's your own
This also banishes it.
Yeah.
And it's any character. This says banish target character and gain the amount of lore equal to damage on it.
Okay.
So, all right, your opponent just Maui'd your crab.
Okay.
You ready? You take out their Maui and gain 4 lore. You take out their Maui shark and gain 4 lore.
Take out I mean, that's not better than. I don't think that's your whole turn though. That's it. That's all you're doing. That
I'll spend my whole turn to gain 4 lore and answer a Maui shark. Then I get a quest with all my characters that were ready
in your deck though? Because like that's really
no chance.
That's a very niche.
You're not trying to tell me this is better than freaking Get Out, dude. It's not, dude.
I think this is better than Get Out. Actually.
You're Lucas.
I think this is a lot, though. I think they're both bad. I think they're both bad. This is better than
Get Out.
This is better than Get Out, but they're both bad.
Get Out is much better than this, Lucas. Come on, baby.
Lucas.
You can try to say it is better than this. I will allow you to have that opinion, but you cannot say much better. Just as I did not, I wanted to say this was much better than Get Out, but I didn't. I held it back out of respect for you.
Okay,
this card is
Skinner is spitting. This is dual ink though, so this is not dual ink. Get Out's dual ink, so you might be cooking there.
And no, I'm not even evaluating the dual link aspect to it. I think gaining the lore could be better than getting back a popsicle.
I guess you could just win too, huh? Maybe you get
because if you think about it, the Get Out, yes, it draws a card, but it also costs 7 because you have to play the popsicle.
True.
In that regard, so they're like the same cost. So at that point, you have to value is gaining the lore better or worse than drawing a card. It depends on what deck you're in. There is a lot of decks that would rather draw the card, and in that regards, like the Get Out being quasi 1 cheaper or not, could make it much better. Most likely, the decks that want to draw the card don't care that it's dual linked. Even though I said it didn't matter, you seem to care the dual link. So I'm fighting for you here.
Yeah, the dual link throws me off. I think I think that makes it better just because it's single link.
Dude, if this was a song,
yeah, we'd be cooking. What if it was seen together, dude? Robin Hood can't.
No, don't even don't do that to us. They'll do it. Together Dragonfire
for limited alone. Do you think like this would? Because I feel like that's because now I'm trying to think like, would you ever put this in your deck? I mean,
I'd play this in limited. I will play almost every card that says banish target character, banish chosen character. I will normally try it out in limited. Sometimes limited's too fast. Lore. It could win you the game even.
Yeah, but you can't ink it unless you build something that says you can ink something stupid that you put in your deck and you thought would work, and now it's not.
I mean, that's every uninkable. That's why I don't play more than 10 uninkables. I try not to play more than 10 uninkables in limited, which is probably more than the average person plays.
Yeah.
But I'm content with missing my fifth ink, my sixth ink for a turn sometimes, because I'll have enough curve to do it. Sure, if my hand is all 5s and 6s, I'll lose, but I guess I should have built a better curve. But I mean, this is like a C. I'm probably not really playing this in constructed.
I don't think it's just too expensive, man. Even in the shark decks and the ramp decks, I think it's just too expensive. And most of those decks, like you said, in those control decks, they don't really put damage on your characters. They're not exerting. Like, where's the damage going to even come from to get the benefit?
I'm just kidding.
Maybe, but that's just another unequal card you got in your deck.
You're banishing your own character, and that's not very fun.
And yeah, that's oof.
If it was a song, it would be pretty good.
I feel like that's how I feel about most actions. If this was a song, we'd be in business, but it is not. So now we're out of business.
We're out of business. Which is also
if Dragonfire saw heavy 4 of play, I would be like, yeah, this is an A or a B.
I'd play that Jafar Scepter card before I played this probably because it draws. Man, I like drawing. I want to draw some cards.
This would have been very good in set 1.
So 8 sets ago, this was so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair thing
Post
to say.
rotation.
Like,
I know, but it's just
depending
it's
on how
sad.
post rotation is, like maybe
You would have been a real looker back in the day. Like it just feels
like I think so many people complained about Brawl and Medusa that they might not reprint them, and that could create a weird format. Like Ursula 8 from set 1 mostly doesn't see play because Medusa and Brawl. If those two cards weren't there to just instantly answer the 8-cost threat, I do think she would see play in Blurple and in Ruby Amethyst. But there's like no reason to play a threat like that gets so easily answered by so many things. Like Sisu it. Like, come on.
Well,
I'm
only
gonna
have
do
one
some
more, and it's the shot.
sit-ups.
The sword. You're gonna do some sit-ups?
That's what I've been
That's
doing instead of squats because my tummy needs more exercise than my calves. And
The sword of the Shan Yu.
All right.
Mulan.
I was talking to Jeff. Like, what do you think the benefit of a squiggly sword is? Is it just to be cool? Is it so that you can stab? You have to like unstab like
I think it might have
backwards?
something to do with wind speed, maybe cutting through the wind a little easier, aerodynamics.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's
whatnot.
definitely cool. Like when I
And
see that, I'm like,
also,
oh.
Katie, I would also think when it were to be stabbed into someone, it'd probably do a little bit more damage.
Yeah,
on
but
the
how
way
do
in
you
and out.
like getting it back out? I think is like my thing. I guess you just pull it back out.
It'll
right?
weave through the
Yeah.
inside material a little bit easier with the
Okay.
squiggliness.
And if you exert it, and you exert one of your characters, ready a chosen character. My God. But it's exert and exert.
so you stab them to ready them? I don't know. This is it made sense on a shield, but on a sword, I don't know.
Yeah, exert. I think this card is cool. You can do some really cool stuff. Trick shots, dude. I call it. Like I fully plan on using this card and exerting my Maui, and then just readying the Maui again, just to swing with it at the same turn. Just to really go 360 no scope with the Maui, just spin them completely around.
Just really make a Maui as oppressive as possible.
It's gonna be sick. Character can't quest, but they can sing and they can use their
The bolt
exert
is
abilities.
a dual link, right?
Which bolt?
The one that when it's ready, you do things.
What an interesting thing you just said. What do you?
Yeah, the one that heals, it gets something for all your healed characters. It's an amber and steel card. That bolt.
Doesn't it just like whenever it's ready, you gain a lore for every non-damaged?
Oh
card you
yeah.
control?
Yeah.
So you could activate this on it, ready it, gain the lore, and then they can't challenge it.
Oh, and limited, not like in any other
Yes.
scenario in life. Okay, I was like, not in
Well,
life.
you could do it in
But
heroic.
limited's life. That's true. Heroic coming to a theater near you. You can watch The Life Leave My Eyes.
Yeah, I think this card's cool. I think this
Yeah.
card's cool. It's got an enchanted print. It's probably going to be the worst enchanted in the set. I would have to call if I had to make my predictions now. Just based on all the enchantments we've seen so far, I think Sword of the Shan Yu is going to be the one that you want the least. It's probably going to be the one that I pull. I
Yep.
would only imagine.
Well, but you pulled 2 good ones last time, so maybe the power was still
Maybe. Perhaps. But
You
I
pulled
just-
two greats and 1 stinker. So I think like as long as you pull 2 greats, you can handle 1 stinker.
I can handle one. I'll take the Sword of the Shan Yu as a bonus pack there.
Yeah, that'll be your
You
stinker.
think this
But
is a B, Bobby? You think this is going to see that much play?
Bobby's on Angel Dust. Clearly, this is clearly.
oh god,
Bobby's on peyote. Clearly, Bobby is.
I don't know if it was what you chose to
my.
say he was on as much as
Yeah,
the
he's
phrase
like-
in general.
yeah, you're just
That
like I
was
think
a
he's on
mistake.
PCP.
Oh, sorry.
Katie,
What? Okay, sorry. It stands for perfectly cool puppies.
the Mouse Queen, ruler of Mousedom. Yeah, limited, sure.
Sure.
After that dreadful Ratigan business, I know about villains. This Jafar is certainly a villain of the highest order.
Do you think British people spend as much time thinking about doing a good accent of us?
I think so. I know. I can
So I'm
confirm
not.
that they
I
do.
never stop thinking about it. I'm like, I just want to be my best at doing
Katie,
this.
I have spoken with enough English people, enough British people to confirm that yes, it is true.
They're thinking about it. They're like,
They're thinking about it.
and like they're like, well, I don't want to try it because what if they make fun of me?
Oi, you want to hear my American accent?
I'm going to.
all
a
right, all right.
bar.
I can confirm
Let's-
that they all
Let's
have one
go
that they
shoot our
practice.
guns at each other and eat some fast food.
I want to go down to a Texas steakhouse and get a glass of water. That's me doing American doing.
That does sound. I mean, that was really good. I was like, is there an
Water.
American in this room right now?
Is there an American in this room?
I'm going to go to California.
And get me a glass of water.
All right, we're making fun
Sir
of British people.
Pellinor.
We're making fun of British people making fun of Americans, which is like a really niche. This whole stream is demonetized.
Who are we really making fun of? Are we making fun of the Americans there, or the British people making fun of the Americans?
Well,
like,
yeah,
I feel like we're making
Ed
fun
did
of
a really good
ourselves.
impression. He said, "Bottle water."
What's this then? Bollocks.
Dude, you sound like a
What's this?
It's
Then?
rubbish.
like a character in a video game RPG that you talk to. Like, I feel like I'm pressing a button and you're just gonna keep saying bottle of water, bottle of water.
Stop spamming the bottle water.
What's this then?
What's this thing?
Spamming the
What's
bottle
this
water.
This thing?
Oi, you can't be here. Scram before I tell the governor. NPC.
Can't go this way.
Whenever this character quests, your other characters gain support this turn. 3 costs 1/4. I think this is good in limited. Actually, I would play this in limited. I think.
Together, lads, we prevail. Get him out of here, dude. Sorry.
Check it out. I'm done. I'm actually gonna think about my life for a few minutes, so you guys keep going.
All right, here we go. Pellegrino. Got that victory pose.
Oh, we're done. What do we? Oh, you just said limited by. Okay. All right. Anita Radcliffe.
This is Harry Potter's mother.
Even my dog likes Harry Potter. Here's the thing. There were a lot of people upset that there was a Roger Radcliffe and no Anita Radcliffe. So for all you Anita Radcliffe fans out there, this one was for you.
There's no Roger Radcliffe?
There was in the last set, and people were like, "What about Anita?" And I was like, "My goodness."
Okay.
Yeah,
wait.
for
So
those-
did we get John Deere this set and not his wife, or did we get both?
I think we got them both.
family?
Yeah, we got them both. They didn't split up the family this time.
We did.
This time.
Anita Radcliffe. When you
Anita
play this
Radcliffe. character,
you may get, if chosen puppy character, resist +1 until the start of your next turn.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
If there was more puppies, like, this is a great limited card if it just gave target character +1 resist.
It's a C.
Your next turn.
It
A
can't play
C?
the-
No.
It can be played limited because of the stats, but somebody's going to play a puppy deck. It's going to be Fringe.
And I don't think it's good in the puppy deck even.
It's not going to make it to the puppy deck. Yeah.
I don't think it's good enough in the puppy deck. I think you'd rather
Dang.
play other binder fodders. I'm not putting commons in my binder. Maybe foil, but
Yeah, who's putting commons in? I put one foil common in my binder.
Dang.
I did in set 1 because people would trade for anything.
I know back then trading was so fun, and then everyone's like, "Wait a minute, I don't need to ever trade again." I'm like, "You cowards!"
Olaf.
When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -1 strength this turn. 1 costs 2/1 Olaf. This is not terrible, honestly. It's not great. If you need an Olaf on turn 1, if we get a good shift Olaf that's relevant, like, this is fine. I think we have the discard a location to shift Olaf or something like that. Not a fantastic Olaf, but
Whose shadow is that he's under there? That's kind of menacing.
Hans.
Is that Hans?
Well, let's see what he says. It begins with 2 sisters. I mean, I hope not.
Telling
Why
the story. He's recapping. He's telling the story. Recapping the story. So
I mean,
he's
it's
telling.
got a middle part, so it's like could be Naveen or Eli LaBouffe, knowing haircuts that I could think about.
It's
It's
Lorcana villain.
Lorcana. No,
Yeah, that's him.
oh, it's not Lorcana. It might be.
I mean, this is like a C to limited. I actually am not a huge fan of it in limited. I don't like 1-drops in limited. But that said, it could literally be just used like as a way to get a trade. Like, put my 3/3 into your 3/3, and mine lives now, and I get a 2/1 that I can trade later. So I'm probably going to play this more. Like, I don't like 1-drops in limited, but ones that could be removal in a way.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably better than
And they did that in this set too.
am
They
thinking.
added a bunch of 1-drops that are not actually 1-drops because you're probably never playing
Yeah.
this on 1. I would assume.
Yeah, they're like 1
And
drop,
those
not
are-
on curve though. And you're like, dang.
If my opponent plays a Maleficent, like if I'm playing Chaos Limited or something like that, I don't think there's any 1-cost 2 lore threats that this trades with. But you know what? If my opponent if I know my opponent's playing like a 2-cost 2/2 quest for 2, I might want to play this because it trades.
Okay, but you're never going to play it on turn 1.
Well, no, I might play it on turn 1, knowing that then I can trade with it
Okay.
and not have to lose my 2-drop or something. But you're like 99% right.
Yeah.
There's the weird world that you don't, but most of the time you're doing what you're saying.
Anna, how'd you get here? She mad. She's talking to the manager of Lorcana right now.
Does she have? I can't tell. It looks like she has a snow mustache. Let me zoom in.
A snow mustache.
She's a mustachioed menace. Straight from the menace.
She has so much blood. Her cheeks are so red,
That's
and then her chin is white, but then her upper lip is white, and it makes it look like she's got like a frost mustache.
A milk mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it does the body good.
Well, I was thinking ice because she's surrounded in ice.
Aren't they the Snow Sisters?
We
You
decided
step
not
back
to call
on
them
that? You step back? Okay.
You
said we had a council.
The ice girls.
Yeah, the
Ice queens.
Frozen.
Ice queens.
Frozen.
Ice
Frozen
queens works.
friends.
They're both queens, right? Or is it Ice Queen and
they could be the Frozen Frolines.
Princess?
Frozen Frolines.
Ah, FF.
Wait,
They put his character
wasn't
back
Elsa the queen? How is Anna a queen?
Because she abdicated. Watch the movie. Anyway.
She abdicated?
In the
So
second movie,
Elsa's
she's
not
like,
a
I want to
queen
be.
then?
She's like, I want to be nature. She literally becomes the fifth element, which is her title.
That's
of
a
the card.
really good movie.
It's like so interesting.
It's
That,
like Bruce Willis?
That one.
she quite literally says, "I want to be nature," and then she becomes it because she was it the whole time, and then.
Elsa
Lilo Dallas
Multipass.
What did you just say? What did you say? What was that?
We both wanted to make the same joke at really the same time.
Are you guys becoming the same person?
No, dude, we just our brains work the same way, I guess. Our brain, I don't know why.
I don't even know what you said. Chat help. What did
Lilo
I
Dallas
say?
Multipass. Lilo Dallas Multipass.
Oh,
I said Elsa Multipass. Because you said she's the fifth element.
oh my god. Well, I'm glad your guys' brains are slowly fusing. I think that's cool. Across
bad.
time and space, your hemispheres.
Sorry, my bad. My bad.
The good news is chat's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't help you. I can't help you. I
that's
can't help
funny.
myself.
I need that.
I'm just going to confuse Bobby more by saying Elsa Multipass.
Yeah.
When you play this character, if you have an Elsa in play, you may put the top card of your deck in your inkwell face down and exerted. The problem is there good Elsas that cost 2 or less?
Are there Elsas that are good?
I guess this is another card you have to play later in the game, which is just miserable.
Well,
It's
no,
carrying this-
it's terrible then.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it's
Terrible, horrible.
It's bad.
Let me look up. We're looking up Elsas.
I do that every day.
There is a
Computer,
2-cost
show me those
Elsa.
Elsas.
Whenever this character quests, if you have a character named Anna in play, gain 1 lore. 2-cost 2/3. So you could play an Elsa, an Amethyst Elsa on 2, play this on 3. Oh, whoops. And then next turn play the 5-cost Elsa.
Just Elsa
because
Anna,
it's
Elsa
rammed.
Anna all the way up. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's make a Blurple or Sapphire Amethyst Elsa Anna deck and just be done with it, huh?
I think they want that because a lot of
they-
the Elsa and Annas
Yeah.
like interact with each other.
And they leapfrog too.
They do. And they're like, they want it to be a thing so bad at every set. We're like, we're not doing it. And they're like,
Let's
please.
just do it. Somebody pop
Alright.
it off, man. I
Every
think we got enough tools to make
single
that happen.
every single Elsa, she is a queen. And
Elsa?
even when she is a Spirit of Winter, she's a queen sorcerer. But never
So
fifth
she's-
element. Never element. Sad.
What? She's never an element?
Yep.
Oh. In all ways but physical, she is snow.
But there is a really good 2-drop Anna, if I remember right. The hero one, right?
The one that gives you
Yeah.
more.
The 1/4
lore.
that quests for 2 if you have a
Mm-hmm.
hero. And then there's the 4-cost knight one.
Yep.
But how many Anna Matters cards are there? Just the 2-drop that gains some lore, and then A 4 cost 2/4. If you have an Elsa, choose an opposing character. They do not ready.
Donut.
They donut. They donut ready.
Okay, maybe we don't have enough. I
Whenever
thought we were close.
this character quests, if you have an Anna, or if you have an Elsa in play, you may draw a card. Shift 4 support. So that's like the payoff, right? And it has support.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the 4 cost one from the last set. The one that that you can exert quest for 2. I like that one a lot. It was just a bit weak in the stats, so I wasn't able to get played as much. I thought that card was cool. Maybe we can work that in. The Anna, it was a blurple one.
It is a 3 cost 2/2 quest for 2 hero. That maybe the Elsa might be a hero as well, I think.
They're all
So
hero.
then you
All
get-
Disney princesses and queens are heroes, I think.
So you basically get like a hero synergies there. So like, it's not terrible. I could if we got a good Elsa that I want to play on 2, that I want to then play this the next turn and ramp, like it could be a B, but at this point it's like a C. It's probably not going to see much real play. I hope I'm wrong. This card is a limited powerhouse, but not much outside of that.
Powerhouse of the cell.
B.
He's always prepared to play limited.
Dang. Next.
Go Tamago. This was much better than the hero 2 cost or 3 cost one. That does, I think it draws you a card when you exert on it. I like this. It does have to be on this, but it gives you the world that you can shift the new Go on it, get an ink from this, target itself, get 2 more ink. So then on turn 4 you ramp up by 3. So you go from 4 ink to 8 ink over a turn, because you'll ink the next turn as well. So that's a thing. You could universal shift on this as well, which is a thing. It's not fantastic, but I mean realistically, doing that, ramping from 4 to 6 could be a thing. If you need to hard cast some Floodborns that you weren't able to shift away. But in general, I'm probably wanting to use this to shift Go on. So if I'm shifting Go on this and targeting one of my opponent's stuff, this kind of equalizes it, right? So instead of my opponent getting ramped ahead, this maintains the equalization. But as Ed says, I want my shift cards to cost 1. Pete is so far the only one that I'm like, I'm perfectly content. I'm happy that it does what it does. Like, that's the only one. The rest, I want them to cost 1. I know there was a time in set 2 or 3 that everyone was like, no, you need to play the 2/3s. Everyone was allergic to playing cards that died or banished to Storm and Teeth and Ambitions. But, I mean, this card's not bad. But it's like a CB. I'll give it a B. It's a build around. Like, you're probably going to play it. You're probably going to play it if you're playing that Go.
Yeah, I can see it. Especially, just in those heavy ramp strats that are coming in with the. I just want to try the Riot stuff. B for bad. I don't think it's bad.
B is very complicated because B has been like baby, B for bay, bad.
B for bad bay.
B aggressive. BEAGGRESSIVE aggressive. I was a wrestling cheerleader, so
I never went that far. I just go B aggressive. BE aggressive. That's all I know. I'm a bad cheerleader. Choose and discard an item. Draw 2 cards. We got Flabbersham is back, baby. Flabbersham. He was hiding in the wardrobe.
Get out of the wardrobe. It's nice, scary out here. Come on. Oh my God. They showed the champion playmat for. I'm so cooked. The champion playmat for Reign of Jafar is so good looking.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I think they
4
did
days
show
ago.
already.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, there's a lot of news, guys. It's like every time I open my phone, I feel like I've been bamboozled by news. All right, sorry. I'm just stressed about having to be good again.
It's not near as good as Flabbersham, obviously.
No.
But it's okay.
Did they print any items that said draw a card on them yet again?
Well, like the issue is you have to discard the item, not banish.
Oh,
so you
that's
don't
right.
even get to draw cards off your popsicle. But it lets you discard dime.
Mm-hmm.
It
gotta
lets
exert-
you
if-
get rid of uninkable items to draw cards.
If this card said on play and on,
Well, yeah.
exertion, then it'd be playable. It'd be good. It's still playable, quite playable, but it's not good.
I
It's
mean,
not good.
I'm gonna give this a B for build around me. Maybe it'll be good.
B is build
Like,
around. I
Yeah.
feel like build around would be well. C is like your lowest, so I guess yeah. This is a really tight scale. Margins are tight here.
Yep. Thanks for the raid. Welcome.
Who's here? Young
Young
Time
Dime.
TV.
Yandaime. We played
Yeah, I
yesterday,
mean-
didn't we? I think we played the other day. We were getting
So
loose.
you
getting
get
active.
you to play Tamatoa on 6, return 2 items, activate this, draw 2 cards, which would be 4 cards drawn if they somehow don't answer this when you exert it on turn 5.
Yeah.
It could see some play. It's possible. It's definitely something they kind of have to answer. If this
you
sees
discard
play,
it and draw back.
I think the thing I dislike about this card the most is if this does become a tournament staple 4 of, there's no way Medusa's not back as a 2 to 4 of card. Being able to play a Medusa that you can ramp into to slow your opponent down, but they're going to play this on turn 3. They're ramping on 2, playing this on 3, activating it on 4. There's a world that it survives.
Is there worlds?
There's a worlds that it wins.
Whole new world.
We're cooking.
Miss
We're talking-
Potters, are you Harry Potter's mom?
No, she's deceased.
Oh, so you put both of these together, you get a single Hiram, dude.
Wow, that's nice. Assemble a Hiram at home using these 2 simple ingredients.
Yeah, you get Miss Potts and a wardrobe together equals 1 Hiram Flaversham. There you go.
It's cheaper. You don't even have to ramp to get to it.
Dang. That's one of your items, draw a card. Draw a single solitary card there.
But you're banishing a popsicle, so that's fine,
Yeah.
right?
I guess.
You're gonna banish your Bell's awkward wrench, and then play another item that costs less.
Bell's awkward wrench. What set did that come in?
Last set.
Yeah.
Unconventional tool.
Yeah.
Awkward wrench. Hey, this is my awkward wrench. It's kind of weird.
Oh, dude.
Dying. This is a C. It
The
could
opposite-
randomly see play, but I don't think it's very good.
The opposite of power creep is what?
Power keep.
Power sleep, dude.
And
We're
then there's
sleeping.
power receding. Power recede.
Receding power line.
Oh.
Is that when he goes bald?
Yeah, receding power line is when he starts wearing hats, and he's like, "It's fine. It's part of my new costume." What is that?
That's the guy from the CSI. They were like,
Oh yeah, the
meme.
yeah. Okay, sorry everyone in the chat. You don't deserve this.
Yeah. Or you make like a pun joke or something.
Yeah, it's like looks
Put
like
your glasses on.
Wait, oh yeah, I have something just for this occasion of
Yeah.
the yeah.
Yeah. You put your shades on and like explodes.
When you play this character, you may give another chosen character resist 1 until the start of your next turn. So they'll put it on a 1-cost 1/2 that lets anything hit it, but you make it a 3-cost 3/3 and it has to hit a puppy.
Whoa, you said so many words just now.
I'm really upset with her repelling technique there.
Yeah, I mean she's got some grip strength, dude. Like
What are we
You don't
doing?
use your willpower to hold your you don't like sit
she's
on the
like
rope
holding.
while you're going up.
She's
don't sit on
holding
it?
herself up
I'm
like
assuming
that.
she's going down, but there's a lot to discuss here on that.
Or she
repelling
found like a
technique.
double. She found a hack where you're weightless. She's like, if I hold the bottom and the top rope, then the bottom rope hold me.
I mean, because it's supposed to be like a Swiss seat or something to feed the
I
line
feel like you would
through.
know about this more.
I
than
know how to repel, and I'm looking at what she's doing, and the technique would never work. You would just fall down the side of the thing you're repelling down.
She said belay on, and then she just.
She's got no belay. She's got no safety equipment.
I'm assuming
there.
she would just burn. Like, is that why her hand
would
looks
be on
red?
fire.
Is that why it looks red? Is like it's been like burned from going down?
Yeah, she's like, ouchie, ouch. This is.
Yeah,
I should have worn gloves before I did this.
She would definitely need some gloves on for sure. She would need an ATC. She would need some type of harness there. And let's do this the right way. That's a terrible plan. If that's what resourceful infiltrator.
I'm sorry. We were looking at the card wrong.
Okay.
There we go. I fixed it.
Yeah, now she's doing fine. Now she's just using a rope to trace.
She's walking backwards.
Oh, she's walking backwards on the flat ground, holding the rope. I got you. That looks better now. That makes a lot more sense. Thanks for clearing that up.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
All right, we got it. We got there.
It's like a C. It's like an okay card. Like its ability does nothing on turn 1. In limit, like it's the same thing as this Olaf, basically.
But
it's
you
like
almost
another
have to play
version
this
of
on one
Olaf
to shift the other Jasmine on it. If you're doing that whole thing.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm saying in limited, it's like the Olaf.
Oh.
You'll play it on turn 3 or 4 to let your character just barely survive a trade. It's gonna. This is a very good limited card that could be a random shift target. I like it in that regard. Sure, I'm not going to rate it really high, but that's fine. I'm not doing a limited overall tier rating. That's apparently her thing over there.
Well, you can do it. Oh yeah, because like the market is so saturated with people making content.
I was teasing you because you were saying that's my stick. Like
it is, and I'm actually working on a spreadsheet right now, so we can do the analysis of like how many evasives and all that. Because like to be fair, it's hard to say how good something is in limited unless you know the full set stats. But anyways.
Little sister, responsible rabbit. When you play this character,
don't laugh at your own impression.
I saw something move at the side of my eye, and it broke
You're like,
me.
I'm pretty funny, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a little bit of a jokester.
I don't do things I don't think is funny, but I have a low tolerance, I guess, for not breaking. When you play this character, you may remove up to 1 damage from chosen character. It's a 1 cost 1/2. I don't think this is in the same tier of card as Olaf and Jasmine, but
it's fading.
That's another one. It's another non one drop. If you're never playing this on 1, probably never, right? To get the effect, unless you just don't care. And then
I would
probably
play
never
this
play it later.
I would play this on turn 1 when my opponent played their Olaf on turn 1, so I could trade. Because I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust them one bit if they're doing that. I think they're being aggressive. And I don't like aggressive folk.
You're doing like 5 accents in one.
Yeah, you got Southern at the end.
You're Southern, you're Australian, you're English, you're...
He's a man about the world. He's like, he's a world traveler.
Well, this is why I don't get paid to do voiceovers.
Voiceovers? Hey, I'm voiceover in here.
I'm voicing over here.
So little sister is literally putting her ears in a ponytail. Crazy. But anyway. Oh, Adelaide Bonfamille.
Beautiful music.
Can enable one's spirit, no matter how desire things seem.
Oh wow, that's a rich person.
I just don't get it.
Oh, get it.
2, 2, 3.
No.
She's quite old. There, those
old.
stats. I think we got to standardize these stats. I think she should be a 2-1-1, just because of her age.
I mean, but then the card would be bad. I think Scooter Mini here. I think it's a great arted version of Scooter Mini. I like it. It looks good. But it's good and limited. That's about it. It's not going to see constructed play until she is like a powerhouse shift card somehow. But I don't see them giving her a Floodborn anytime soon. Yeah, an ally could be relevant, especially in limited. But constructed, there's way better allies. All right, tell us about this card while I go make sure my wife is going to pick our son up.
Nani?
So Nani over here, she is a heist mastermind. So she's sending Lilo into the tunnels. Another chosen character gains resist. That's nice. It's kind of unfortunate that she has to turn sideways for that, but whatever. And characters named Lilo get support. Do we have any beefy Lilos? We got that like big old
The
ruby
big
one.
dragon one, or the one in the Scrump outfit. That just
Lilo
came out.
Monstrous Dragon.
Yeah, Lilo Monsters Dragon. That's coming down. I don't know. Are there any other your cousin Lilo game support? I don't know if there's any Lilo that have more than a one.
We
or a
got,
two
you know,
that
making a
we-
wish. You need a 1/1.
You know, add a one. What are we really doing there? I guess any support is better than support, than no support, I suppose. But what really are we talking about here? How does that make you a heist mastermind?
Yeah, she's like, I got a plan. Lilo, go.
Lilo, here, little sister, give me a swing on something. That's not a good plan. It seems like a
Did she
ill-gotten
get-
plan from the very beginning.
She's like, I'm burying you. Anyway.
And I'm actually quite upset about this card for another reason, because this card is just clearly better hamster ball as well. So not only it's just does the same
mean-
thing, but much, much better for no reason.
Better hamster ball. For hamster
Which is-
balls that you need better.
Just
Hamster
better.
ball on a body.
And I think that's a bit unfair. I like the art. Art's cool, as we got resist +2. And I think we're just stuck here.
Yeah.
I think we're just trapped. We can't change the slide. We can't do anything. How's everyone out there doing?
Thank
I
you,
need-
Nanny.
I have to go do some stuff in my life, but I hope you guys rate everything good from here on out, and that everything's fine and everybody has a good time. And then ICL tonight is it Maelstrom, right? No, it's someone else. I don't remember.
It's Ohana and Maelstrom.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, no.
So that's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna make sure we got player cards for them. Them little 6 cutie patooties that'll be playing tonight.
Orlando.
So goodbye. You guys have fun.
Bye. I don't think this sees much playing constructed.
Probably not. It doesn't have any Lilos. Like we're just like Katie was saying, it doesn't have many Lilos to boost. Like if it just gave general support to anybody, maybe.
Maybe.
Because you can give somebody resist, and I think she needed her original stat lines. I think she needed like a 5 or 6 in the willpower there. Coming in with 3 on a 4. Like actually,
Well, the
who cares?
3/3, sure, she trades with the character. I like 4-cost 3/3s. Sure, they get eaten by Medusas, but they don't get brawled. Easily brawled.
And if you could do exert to herself, I think that'd be all right. Some people are high on this card. Orlando. Yeah, fumbles. You get it. You know it. Who knows? Nobody knows. People don't do musicals around here too much. Fumbles.
I've not seen that in a long time. I don't even remember if I actually watched it all.
It's pretty good. I had a good time. I like it. What do you think about this Lilo with a Stitch though? 626 experiment.
I'll let you talk about it first.
At first, okay, on first inspection, okay, when I first saw the card, I thought it was probably the worst legendary I think I've ever seen in all of Disney Lorcana. Okay,
There's some bad legendaries, bruh.
I thought it was up there. I thought it was Gantu level bad. I thought it was Baloo level bad when I first
I'm not a big
saw
fan of this card, but it ain't that bad.
I thought it was that bad because it's uninkable. It comes in exerted. You're ramping your opponent. Like, bruh, knock it off. But more people I'm hearing people talk about it. The more I'm seeing it and feeling and hearing what people are saying,
bruh.
I'm starting to think it's a little bit better because one, you can just discard this guy with your Mulan or your looters, get him into the discard early, whole new world, get him into discard early, and then as the game goes long and they're in top deck situations and ink really doesn't matter as much, you can just start bringing this guy back in, and eventually that 3/3 is going to start to pile up, man, and it's going to be good.
The problem is like when you'd want to do it is you're like, all right, I'm gonna put 2 of them into play at the beginning of my turn, discard these cards, sing whole new world again, and then you just gave them 2 more ink to do things with all of the cards you just gave them out the whole new world.
That seems pretty terrible, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't ever want to play this on curve.
Ever.
Like
I never want to play it at all.
Maybe.
I never want to use ink to put this onto the field. I would always want to discard this thing and bring it out for free. Like, what is the point?
I mean, like I could see turn 8, 9 just hard casting. You top deck, it doesn't matter. They have 1 more ink.
Yeah.
But you're probably losing those games anyways against those decks. That's the issue. This card is either going to be like beating your opponent down and there's nothing they can do and it's going to feel oppressive, or it's going to feel like trash. Like I don't see a world where this is a medium card. It is either doing nothing or way too much.
I mean,
And
how about
that's
this
why
though?
I don't like it.
Let me set a scenario for you. Super high roll situation. You got two of these in your discard. You top deck the desperate plan, play it, boom, pitch out 2 ink. Your opponent's got an empty board. Now you got two of these quest for two guys on the board. And
So you're
what are we
saying at the
doing?
start of my turn, I discard my last 2 cards, put 2 of these into play, give them ink, top deck Dock or Desperate Plan, play it, and draw 2 cards. Like, I guess, like,
It seems
it's
it seems like a yeah.
there's going to be a lot of cards like this that become printed, and it's a delicate dance. Is this drawback too much of a drawback for me to warrant playing? And
Right.
I think most of the time, yes.
And also, I think it'll be neat, like in a I don't know, man. If it ramp both players, it could be neat. But what about this? How about another one? How about we're doing a deck out strategy, dude? Well, we're decking them out. We're milling our opponent. We're ramping them heavily with this guy. We're whole new worlding. We are singing a Beyond the Horizon. This guy, just constantly ramping them until they just don't have
All
any
right.
card.
All right. Here you go. If I could see using this, if you have a Merlin's Cottage in play,
Okay, and you can see what they got.
so you can see their top card, and you're like,
Okay.
oh, I can't let them have that. I'm gonna put this into play. I'll play this to. Sure, I'm giving you ink, but like, oh, I know that like you can't. I can't let you have the B prep or something like that. Like, you got me. I could see it maybe there, but oof, it's rough. It at least sings. If it ramped both players, I'd be like,
It'd be
okay,
so good.
I'm not happy with it, but that would be fine.
And
If
or
it
if you
ramped
could just
both
if you can
players.
discard any card, but the fact that the card has to be an inkable card really sucks because it's
I
probably
think
gonna be a really good
it
card.
might. Then they would just discard itself to itself,
Yeah,
which I think is fine. Like
that'll be fine. Like an
I
endless
like
loop.
I like going with that kind of world. I think it'd be kind of neat. Maybe they do some like have to discard an uninkable. It's neat to see them explore that design space.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I put this card as a C.
I think C is fair. I think this card has some hidden potential. Someone is going to figure this out and get some tremendous value out of it. I can see it being very annoying in a super late game.
I don't think Hidden Inkcaster fixes this. Hidden Inkcaster just says you can ink anything. It doesn't give it that symbol, I don't think. If it gives it that symbol, then yes, it would work. But this actually specifically asks for the symbol, not an inkable card. It's hard.
Is that the first card we've seen that has that stipulation? Like, hey, this card has to be inkable. That's really neat. I think that's a good start. That's a step in the right direction. I'd buy that for $1.
No, Inkcaster said all the non-ink become inkable in hand. I mean,
No,
if
it
it's
doesn't.
worded that way, maybe it would work. I guess I don't know how it depends
we
on
need
how
to-
Inkcaster has worked. Inkcaster does give the symbol. YouTube chat says.
Okay,
So
so
if that's the
when you
case,
play-
then sure, you could use ink. You could
Oh,
use
it does. It does. Yo, we might be biked there, Luke. It does. It says all cards of your hand count as.
Yeah, you can discard other copies of this card to itself to give your opponent more ink. Oh wait, is
Yeah.
that not what we're excited about?
Wait, I think that's pretty lit, dude.
I don't think
Just
it makes the
ramp 'em.
card much better.
Just ramp them into obscurity. Just ramp them so bad that they just can't have enough cards. Just deck them out. Just deck them out.
Yeah, it's cute, but
And it doesn't. At the start of your turn, card
Bobby's like, I don't have sound on. Why are we still on this card? You know what, Bobby? That's
You're
fine. We
right.
rated it. We can keep going. Radigan Greedy Genius. An 8
Love
cost,
it.
6/7. Quest
Sign me
for
up.
4. Ward. At the end of your turn, if you didn't put any cards into your inkwell this turn, banish this character.
This is my kind of guy. This guy's got the JDZ stamp for approval. Love. I'm high on this guy. Tell me why you hate this card, Luke. I know you hate it. This is an
Cost
anti-Luke
8.
card. It's got everything
Cost
Luke
8.
hates about a lore kind of card. Everything that you hate, the cost, the color,
The rarity.
the ward, the rarity, everything about a lore kind of card that you hate is this card. Why?
It's a little too expensive for what it is. I mean, but it's also a little hard to lower its prices. Ward is kind of, I mean, this is what I would want Ward on, honestly. I don't want Ward on 2-cost, 3-cost cards. I want Ward on big characters that have to be exerted to do something most of the time, because then you can challenge it and answer it. I don't want Ward on characters that like Prince John or Bucky that never exert. I don't want Ward there. Like, that's too dang good.
I don't know. I think this card is great. I think this card, people are kind of down on it because of the inking effect. But we do have cards that can help you get around that. You know, we got our Great Stone Dragons. We have Ketas and all that kind of crap. How far all goes, you still have that kind of stuff. So I think you can kind of get around that effect. But having Ward on somebody with 6/7, just like you said, Luke, it's going to get exerted and they're going to have to swing. You're sending in a whole brigade into this dude, man. You got to send a lot of guys.
Think of this world. You have 8 ink, and now you have to ink again each turn. The world where you ink your 8th card, you play this, you have no cards in hand, now you're forced to ink every card you draw for the rest of the game. If you want to keep this in play.
Those Ruby Sapphire players have been figuring that out for a long time. I've played Ruby Sapphire players, let me tell you, they have 20, 30, 50 ink sometimes. They have so much damn ink down there, it doesn't matter.
When they're really winning the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this is going to see much play at all.
This guy's going to close it out. I think this guy can close it out. He can close the door. Tamatoa usually getting hit by some whatever. No, you can't hit him with the coil nonsense. I think this card is definitely a B he's got to be a B. This card's good.
It's just like, why am I playing it? Oh, you can dime it. It has Ward. But like, I would rather just crab and then dime that. Like,
I mean, but crab,
I just don't think we need this.
You know what happens when you put out crab?
Still
you know what happens?
prep this.
I guess crab is better because you just dime out and win right away. But you know what happens when you put out crab? Like haphazardly, they'll just let it go. They'll freaking do some coil whatever, get him low enough and brawl him or something. I don't know. This guy can't do any of that. He's going to stick around.
In a later world, maybe I could see this as a ramp payoff. In a world full of dragon fires, in a world with be prepared, I don't care about this. It costs too much for me to not be able to be prep it, unless it's paired up with Emerald for discard, like, and that doesn't seem fantastic, or Pete. But they need 11 ink to do that. Like, they needed 9 to play Ariel in this. I mean, that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Play Ariel, do that. Ariel costs 2 less and quests for 1 more.
But Ariel's also uninkable.
So
this guy, you can ink him. This guy's got the stats. I mean, you can ramp him out. You can get crazy and Mufasa him out if that's what you want to do.
Prove me wrong, chat. I will happily sell you these in the first few weeks that I open from the pre-release.
It won't be that expensive.
I can already
be cheap.
see the video of JDZ wanting to rip it in half when he opens his 10th one in a row.
No.
Every
time I get a Radigan, I'm going to be excited.
Hearted Tafiti, all right, that's cute. I do like Hearted Tafiti with this. It's kind of cute. That said, like,
Great Stone Dragon in this is fine.
We saw it. There's a new Hearted Tafiti, right? Have we gone over that card yet? I do believe there's a new version of Hearted Tafiti.
I think it's that collar thing, right? I think it's the cat collar one. Dibs Radigan.
Oh, no, maybe it was the cat collar we were thinking of. No, I think there's something that activates it. Dibs Radigan. Arthur. No thanks.
I hated this card when I first saw it. But again, people are very convincing, Luke, and I like to keep my mind open. I like to hear what people are saying and hear their feedback. And people are high on this guy. I was low on it when I saw it. Skip your next draw step.
If I had a lot of docks, if I had a dock in hand, this wouldn't bother me as much, right? And it's it kind of just says a 4-cost 6/6 discard a virtual card, in a manner of speaking. Yeah. It also does impact a few cards, I think, that trigger during draw step. So you could use this to stop some things. It's like, it stops Diablo, but you're Sapphire Steel. You don't care about Diablo, bro. That is that is the matchup you want to play against. Right. Like, so
why? Someone sold me. I forget the selling point for me was if you get Arthur down. Say if you sail the Azurite Sea and you ramp, you put Arthur down on that third turn on the third turn, 4 ink turn. How much lore is this guy going to gain before your opponent can engage with him?
So in the worst case scenario, you're on the draw. Your
Yeah.
opponent played a snake on 2. All right, you're on the play. Your opponent played snake on 2. You quest with this. They play crab and trade. You're down a card, and they're down 1 card.
Okay, so that's
You're
trade.
down 2
Okay.
cards, technically.
Okay.
It's not super bad. The problem is you top deck this in the mid to late game, and then play it. It's like, oh, now I hope I hope the 3 lore's really worth it.
He's gonna have to carry. He's gonna have to hard carry, dude. He's gonna not get out him, dude. You're gonna be sick. You miss your. Well, you don't miss the draw phase. They cleared that first.
Isn't
turn.
there a 4-cost 4/4 Shurkan that quests for 4, but you discard your hand when it comes into play?
Mhm.
This and that have the same energy, and they're
No, I
both
think that
kind of
Shurkan
unplayable.
might be a little bit better, and no one played it because you can just get
well,
to
this is
where your
inkable, at
Shurkan is your.
least.
You can get to where the inkability, but you can get it to where the Shurkan is your last card, and then just play and discard nothing, and then you got this super 4 lore threat on the board.
Yeah,
But this dude, I think the artwork claim. I think people are going to play it just because that, because the way it looks. It looks very cool, and I think it can cause a lot of problems, man. 6 is a extremely high stat, man. 6/6 across. It can clear a ton of stuff. I think the card's for sure playable. I can't believe you have Radigan in the junk pile, dude. Radigan is a C at least. You gotta move him up on the next slide when we ever go back to it. I think Radigan's better than this for sure.
Radigan.
He's better than this.
You've put
Absolutely.
him in C.
He got to be at least a C.
I think they're both traps.
They're both. Yes, I will agree with that. They're both traps, but sometimes you got to get trapped, man. You got to get into the game, big dog.
All right,
Get
sell
trapped.
me on this card. I know some people hate it, but you sell me.
Bernard, overprepared. Go down there and investigate. When you play this character, if you have an ally character in play, you may draw a card. Sheesh. Oh man. Ally character in play, you may draw a card.
We like
Unable
them too.
to. I do like to draw. But are there any 1-cost allies? Let me look it up real quick. Let me engage with the Google.
All
that
of the
color
7 dwarves are, I think.
All of the 7 dwarves.
So
you
you
gotta
gotta
pay
pay on
happy-
turn 1 if you want. So the mines package in the what's it called? I think Simba might be an ally, but he might just be a hero prince.
No, Simba's a hero. All the main characters are heroes, allegedly. Let's go with this thing. Boom. Let me check this out real quick. 1-cost ally. Okay, we got Olaf. We got Talois. We got Dump Truck. I'm sold. That's all I needed to see.
Dump truck is
on
it?
one. Dump truck sold me. We're gonna Dump Truck, clear your one strength Mulan, and then we're gonna Bernard
Little
draw
sister. Woo-hoo.
and win, dude. There it is. That's all I need to see. Dump Truck is an ally. It's over. This guy's S tier. Move him up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think he's playable. The uninkability is killing me, man. We got to be low. You put him B? You're putting him A? Have you lost it, Luke? This guy's an A?
Yep.
No way. Just because he draws a card?
Yep. At 2. It's a hero, triggers a bunch of synergies. I think it's
What
not
synergies?
bad. Hero synergies.
Hero bow?
Hero bow, a few other cards.
Name them. Let's hear them. Anna?
Anna.
Nobody's playing it.
Anna and bow.
No one's playing Hero Bow or Anna, dude. Get him out of here.
I mean, I would if things like this were relevant. And you don't have to play this on curve, but you can play it on curve. It's also a pretty good card to play on 4 for 2 threats. Nani?
They go Smee and this guy on 4 seems like a pretty okay.
Like it's definitely a B plus A minus.
That's too high, man. This guy.
I like it more than Go-Go.
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
This guy's definitely not an A. No chance. Not a chance. Uninkable. And you got it. Just imagine top decking this thing. Just imagine top decking this thing late game. And you're going to be so upset. You got no field. You just got to be prepared.
If I just got be prepared and I have no cards in hand, sure. A lot of cards I'm not going to like drawing at that point in time. Draw strength. Yes, there's going to be bad things. But also imagine that it's turn 6. I'm out of cards. I have one ally in play. I top deck this. I play it. I draw a card. I play another one. I draw a card. I play Doc. I draw 2 cards. I play 1. I draw a card. Like, Doc should show you, like, you're playing with Doc. This is a Doc that you don't have to discard your hand, but you draw half as many. Does that make it feel a little better?
It does. That does. That's kind of selling me a little bit. That is kind of selling me a little bit. And
Kiwi
Justin saying me
doesn't
getting
really
clapped up by
have-
hero allies. Justin saying I'm getting clapped by hero allies. I gotta stop talking trash because he's probably right. I'm gonna get dunked on by Bernard. I can't have it. I still don't think it's an A. It's got to be a B at best. He's doing his best. His name is Bernard. It starts with a B. He's a B.
You're forcing Antonio to be an A, so this is an A. If you
Antonio's
want me to
better
do
than
some
this.
major calling in
Only
the A,
thing
I
I'm saying,
will.
because Antonio has an effect that we have never seen in the game. Like to this
That's not
point,
true. We have seen
Who-
multiple tutor cards.
name them.
Merlin and Madrigal.
They
Madrigal.
are not the same as Antonio. Antonio's doing a normal game mechanic to search your deck. Merlin, you got to move heaven and earth to do that.
Not
That's
Madrigal.
heaven and earth, and that's a lot. You have to do way more to do Merlin than him. You just put him on the field and sing a song, and you get a guy. That's insanely powerful.
So you have to
It
do
is the
something.
first
All
one.
you have to do is play the grandma to tutor something.
You have to play, but it doesn't.
Eh.
It goes to the top of your deck. That's not the same. It goes to the top of your deck. That's not
I mean,
the same.
honestly, that's a bonus. All right, you're arguing the difference between a vampiric tutor and a demonic tutor to me. They are both very good. The problem is that this thing costs 4. The other thing costs 3, and that's still kind of expensive. This costs 4 and only gets cheaper things. So you can only get things that you could have already played. I'm not trying to say the card's not powerful, but I don't think it's going to be good enough, sadly. I mean, prove me wrong. It's in.
Yeah.
It's very powerful, and there's going to be a world in Infinity that maybe there's going to be a bonkers deck with this, especially if we keep getting more outside the box removal.
Yeah, like maybe once we rotate, if they don't bring friends from the other side in, maybe this guy goes down dramatic.
Well, no, I don't want Friends reprinted.
Yeah.
I don't want World's Greatest reprinted. I want an adapt version, a new version, like maybe a 3-cost song that returns a character to my hand and draws a card. Like maybe that's good, maybe that's not good. It depends on what your bounce cards you have. Give me a World's Greatest that hits that like shrinks an opposing thing and pluses one of mine. Give me a Consume Strength. Like maybe that's good enough. Like the active whatever the Queen's ability is when it quests, put that on a 3-cost stinkable song. Maybe I'll play that. That's kind of removal. Make it cantrip. Make me happy. But I just want more things. It's like we need more songs to trigger this, not just the same like 4.
I don't know. I think Bernard is good. He's growing on me. I think, like you said, maybe like a later game, but you just got to make sure you got the allies synergies in your deck to support it, and potentially because Doc ripping off the top, a Doc off the top, is a game blower, game breaker, dude. I love ripping a Doc.
Like this Madrigal. It is actually a card that I'm gonna rate lower because of its ink combination. Because
So now you take
ability, but this ability would have shined in Steel.
Yes.
And that's the main thing. But if we get songs on power levels equal to Storm and Strength in Amber or Amethyst, then this card is a lot better. It's just like Ariel. It gets better the long as more cards come out. But who knows? Maybe this card is like, yeah, you play this and then you sing Bare Necessities and you take the removal out of your opponent's hand and you get a character. Like maybe this is gonna make. I love Be Our Guest. I love Be Our Guest. It's a great card. Maybe we could do that. The issue is removal. Like we need. Like I guess you grab crabs, so you could get crabs with this to be able to then removal your opponent's stuff. You could play like a one of Pinocchio. Right?
I know
It's
they have
just like
they have like support stuff in that color group too, right? They could just support your opponent's stuff in World's Greatest, like search for a support guy. That's very slow, but possible.
Does it search for any character that costs 3 or less, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, you could grab the 2-cost Pinocchio to exert something. You could grab the crab to pump something. You could just grab the 2-cost Jaguar to gain a lore. You could just grab White Rose, honestly, is probably a better card to do. But then I'd probably play both, just so depending on how much ink you have, you can curve to double card to gain maximum value. Like, there could be a world, right? But you don't have ramp. Actually, you get Lantern and Dewey. So maybe. I mean, I'll try to break this card for you, okay? I'll try to break it for you.
I would appreciate it. I'll be there. I'll be tuned in, Luke. I'm gonna try myself, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm the greatest deck builder in the universe. I like to have fun and try different things, but if you put your full power Luke brain to it, I'm certain you can make the most out of it, and it could be something there. I think that card has a very unique strategy, a unique effect, man. I like that they added that. Again, I hate the tutor ability or the searching effect. I hope that they're very responsible with how they deploy that to the game. I think they have to be very, very, very careful with it because it can make the game a mess. But I think they made him with enough stipulations, but still flexible enough to keep it as powerful and unique as possible. I think that's good design, and I think people are going to play it, to include myself.
So Brad says in YouTube, he's like, if they don't reprint Smee, this might just be the Defuncto replacement 2-drop in like the Sapphire Steel, which makes sense.
This guy?
That or the Bernard, yeah.
The Bernard?
Oh, it's just if you don't have very many good 2-drops to play on curve. But you
I'd play Calhoun before I play this, man. You gotta have you gotta guarantee an ally on one.
Well, that depends on if you're on. I mean, you're playing both in the deck.
Yeah. You gotta have more. You gotta have more. I think your point to having this guy just being more of a late game thing to keep the acceleration going, like coming in at 5 or 6 as a double spell kind of thing. Put in an ally, put this guy in, boom, draw a card, keep it moving, instead of trying to curve this guy in because it's gonna be ugly. It's 2 weeks.
Think of this world as well. Like, if your opponent's gonna be playing removal, being able to draw a card. Like, yeah, you play a 1-cost thing. Your opponent, like maybe you play a 1/3. Your other 2-drops, like you don't want to play Smee and have them deal 2 to it with a storm, right? Then it just does nothing because it quests, it gets banished most of the time, and it's answered a little. This had like you could play this into a Cindy. Granted, you could argue the Cindy's probably answering whatever ally you played on 1, but maybe we're playing 0/4 allies. You can play this and be like, fine, if you're going to storm it. I drew a card off of it. And that's why it's also good against the control. Like, it replaces itself, and that can be insanely valuable against so many archetypes. Like, that's like the big issue. If you haven't been playing this game for long, card advantage is key in this game because your opponents can always challenge your stuff. You can't just keep a character hidden back and then get some activations to do stuff. Your opponent can just challenge it down, right? So both players are going to run out of resources quickly and get to the point that if you're inking every turn, you're going to run out of cards. If you're not inking, sure, you can save up a few cards, but you're not double carding, so you're slowed down in that regards. But most of the decks have to have some sort of refill mechanic or they get blown out of the water by the deck that has multiple card advantage cards. Because it's like if you're trading 1-for-1 back and forth and not gaining lore as you go, then the person who's drawing a card on each of their trade is going to win the game because then they're going to have cards in hand and you have none. It's like, oh, we have nothing in play, but you have 5 cards in hand and I'm playing whatever I draw each turn. Which is why Rapunzel is so good. And Flaversham
is banned.
Yeah. Like, when I started playing this game, like, even when I first saw Flaversham, I'm like, yeah, this is good. It's okay. But it's not, like, bonkers. But the way the game plays, it is insane. And there's just, like, the ways to actually answer it don't exist in an easy manner.
I honestly wish that they should have went outside the box on this one, too, and taken a chance and go and give him 2 tags. So where he's Dreamborn, hero, and an ally, and like had the Jasmine be a hero, and because sometimes you're a hero, and sometimes you're the ally as well. Sometimes you're.
I don't think there is any hero allies though.
They're not. I'm saying they could have used this as a chance to do that with these types of stuff because dual ink. Because sometimes you see, sometimes they're helping the other person, and sometimes they're, the main person getting help. So I think that'd been nice to give them the full synergies that they could have had. Because whenever one of your ally characters quests, you may remove 2 damage. Because if he could do it to himself, hey yo, that would be kind of neat. But the fact that he can't is just kind of
Yeah, this
whatever.
is. I'll play it in limited,
Yeah,
but that's about it.
yeah. But if he could use that effect on himself, that would be pretty neat. If he could. Same thing with this Jasmine as well.
Fantastic enchanted.
Oh, it looks so good. Whenever it's character quest, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and reveal an ally character card, put it into your hand, put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Yeah, if this were, just imagine if this could like find itself. There's more tutors like abilities, but it's just the top 3 cards. You want it to hit. You need it to hit because it's a questing type thing.
So you turn 1 Jasmine, hope they don't answer it. Turn 2 shift, quest for 1, and hope you draw a card off of it.
Yeah.
You could also just sing a Zeus, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. Which feels pretty strong. Zeus coming in early, but getting you don't if you quest that next turn because it's probably going to survive with 2/5 stats. That next.
I'll give it a B for build around.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fantastic, but there's a world it could be. If allies matters, this card would be in it. I like it more than the other. Like a lot of the cards that say your allies and whatever, they cost like 5 or 6. It's the other Aladdin puts an ally into play that costs 3 or less, which is pretty good, I think. And maybe we'll see some play once we have more allies that matter and more synergies for it. But then like the other Jasmine is like you have to quest or exert it to draw cards equal to like an allies you have or something like it. It was just too slow. But this could do some work. All right, we're back to the normal Sapphire. That's all the Duel Link. We've gone through every single Duel Link card.
Let's go.
Somehow. We
have,
have,
I think I got about another 30 myself before I got to start hitting the road.
So we have just Steel after this. So
okay, maybe we can make it. Maybe because I was thinking about doing my own stream today too before the ICL. I might not do it because it's gonna be a shortened stream. So, but it's okay. I don't need to.
We can cut to it. It's all good. We can finish off Sapphire and then save Steel for Monday.
No. It's cool.
Friday,
it's cool.
Right?
I say let's get this. I say we hammer it. Let's get this done. The people want to see it. I want to see it. I'll bypass. Right. If you can stay.
What do you think of this? Whenever this character quests, you may put chosen item into player's inkwell face down and exerted 2 cost 2/2.
I want to chosen item. Why's it gotta be an item? Why's it gotta be an item? He's C.
Bye, Bobby. A C, huh?
It's gotta be C. He can't be limited because you're not playing this limited.
I think this could be a B. It's a B or C, and the reasoning is that it answers your opponents while also letting you ramp. So you could answer an opposing Fishbone Quill while using your Popsicle to ramp you up if you want to.
I don't know.
I think also a May ability. Yeah. It's probably too slow, but like imagine hitting a dime with this.
I think by the time the way these dime players are playing these days, once you see the dime, that's the last thing you're going to see. The game is over.
Sometimes. But this is gonna you're hitting a workshop with this. How about that? If he
came in on effect doing it, I'd be down with it. But the fact that he has a quest, this dude is never questing against anybody who has a dime in their deck. It's just not going to happen. He's going to get deleted.
You could play him on turn 2. If your opponent is brawling this on turn 3,
no, I'm saying okay. If you put him out on turn 2, that's fine. I just won't put my items out, and then
that's good. You're not playing your workshop. You're not drawing cards off workshop.
Okay, I don't know, man. And you're gonna leave him there the whole time, and I'm just gonna continue to.
I'm just saying, if workshop becomes an insanely good version of Ruby Sapphire items, I could see this being played as a 1 or 2 of possibly. The main issue is it does compete with the turn 2 play. This is a meta style card, as Justin says in chat. Like it's really based on what the meta is, and I think if the meta needs a lot of mass item removal repeatedly, this card's very good.
And I guess it is inkable as well. He's inkable.
Yeah.
So
It's
at
unlikely
worst,
that
you
happens.
can get him out of there. He's an ally. There you go. He's an ally for your your what's his name? I forget his name. Oh my goodness, I lost his name.
I mean, if I'm playing an ally hero deck and I need to answer items as well, this is a character. It's also a May. You don't have to ramp them early if they're trying to get cheeky if you don't want to, right? And without Flaversham, you don't really need to hit them early. This is for like this hitting a Fishbone Quill is probably good, like because if they're playing Fishbone, then they're going to use it more than once or twice, right?
I need to be a little bit. Yeah, I need to be items or locations or something. I need more out of this guy.
Oh yeah, I would love it if it could hit locations.
That'd be so nice, but I don't know.
This guy's is a limited card
for sure. We need the stats. Shout out to Jumba Jukiba. We need to have him. We got to have him in the game.
When this card quests, you may choose and discard any number of items to gain 1 lore for each item card discarded this way. This is interesting. So we need a card that returns as many items in your discard to your hand as you want. Like some 7-cost song, 8-cost song, return all items from your discard to your hand. Then you could use you could go. I could have like 10 ink because I'm playing some ramp deck. Play Tantrum, draw like 7 cards, banish a bunch of items, sing that song, return them all to my hand, play this, and gain like 8 or 9 lore. So like right now, this card is garbage.
But if this
card is going to win a DLC if they print the right cards.
I don't think I don't think they're ever going to print a card that says add X amount of items to your hand. I just don't think they're going to do that. That card that you described seems too strong. They're very reluctant to put out those.
Do you think they would make a song that costs 6 or 7 that says every player returns all items
they would
from
never
play to their hand?
They would never print it. They would never
from
print
play, not discard, but play. So like
from the
bounces
field.
off.
Oh, from the field, like from the.
Because then it could be a slowdown effect that then you return 4 or 5, you play this and you gain like 5, 6 lore.
Maybe. I don't know.
This
We're talking about the discard though.
Any card you look at, any card that has the potential to instantly gain 4+ lore, like this is one of the few cards that could gain you 10 lore by coming into play for 5 ink. If you somehow have 1,000 cards in hand, which a workshop list sometimes does some weird stuff.
Was there some like microbot nonsense that you could do? I'm serious. Like I thought I like add.
Oh my goodness, this is a come into quest. Oh, all right, that really hurts it a lot. I thought it was both.
And get this guy out of here, Luke.
So.
Yokai, does Yokai add him to your hand? What's he do? I gotta look these cards up, man. I've been studying, but my brain can only hold so much information. I know there's a card that can add items to your hand. We can get a lot of items in hand. Is it Yokai? Let me check the Yokai. What's he up to? Yokai
makes this card a lot worse.
Look, that card is terrible, man. I don't know how we spent a lot of time on this.
Because I thought it could have the potential to be busted, but it has to sit and play for a turn. So really unlikely it's ever going to win. If there's an item that you just banish to give ward until end turn, I think there's something close to it. Or like if you ink this turn, give a character ward till the start of your next turn. If they print that something like that, then like cards like this also have to be every card that has some bonkers ability, but has to be readied. Like would need a reevaluation.
Now that Yokai, it bounced it back to your hand from the field, and the big Yokai just gives you a draw for every character with 0. So I don't know if that combo would work just yet, but we might be there someday.
Sing together.
Move 3
banish X amount of illusions. Okay. There's better answers. There's way better answers to illusions than that. This card is very good and limited. I think it does say heal your board, shrink theirs, wipe their board. This could just win you the game when you play in limited. Honestly, if you're in a race scenario and haven't traded yet somehow, maybe it's not going to be good enough. But I'm going to be putting in my limited deck. For sure.
Okay.
The pre-release. We're gonna see if like that's the testing grounds for it. If I'm like I'm gonna play it in the pre-release, and if it doesn't do work at the pre-release, then I'll know for sure it's not
And you
great.
cut it. Because that's gonna be a lot of there gonna be a lot of illusions floating around there. Chosen character gets -2 strength this turn. Chosen character viewers gains evasive this turn. Again, more illusion hate. More illusion hate.
It's not great. If I had 0 evasives in my deck, I would play this card. It does, because you need to have answers to evasives. And if you do not have any answers to evasives, you will play this card. It is removal. It is like, it might even just even be worth playing if you do have evasives, just because you shrink and get to take out their evasive character. So if you have a lot of brawlers, this is probably worth playing.
That's a good point too. I think it's not as telegraphed either as like an item or something that's on the board. They can see it coming. Boom, you just got your characters up. They're not evasive. They feel like they can quest their Diablo. They draw their card. Boom, gone, dude. If you just take them out. You know,
but I wouldn't want to play too many of them though. Like I could just see a world where I have 2, 3 of these stuck in my hand and I don't have a character, and it doesn't cantrip, so I know I have to have a character stay in play for a while. And if I have to play 2 of these on a turn to just let my character survive, I'm really not going to be happy.
Yeah, and that's a great point too. Just having it with Shark, you can just, I mean, your granted Shark is already evasive, but just being able to loop it back in and having ways to take out enemy Sharks with other cards, I think the card is cool. I think this card is really cool too. Down in New Orleans, we got magic, good and bad. Make you happy or make you real sad. Something like that.
This card is going to make you real happy, or it's going to make you real sad. That's for sure.
Down here. I hope they make this the Enchanted.
S tier. LOL.
Has anyone made S tier yet?
Has anyone seen? I hate Mufasa. This is a better Mufasa, but you're not going to play, like, you're not going to catch me playing a card with this as my only song, that's for sure. So you're in a whiff sometimes, and that's going to be rough. But it can only whiff on songs. If I want to play Ariel to get this, then that means I'm playing more songs. If I'm playing enough songs for Ariel to hit, there's a world this hits 3 songs. This card is fair. It has a very high ceiling.
Are you playing Ariel with this?
Definitely.
You think so?
I think I would build it that way. Maybe other people will be like, no, I'm playing Mufasa with 0 actions. Like,
I still see this as a.
How could you play this with Maui Shark and not play a bunch of actions?
A bunch of more actions. I still think I think that's probably the best way to go with it, because you have 3 cards to choose from. You have 3 options to hit. And I think in those, there's very rarely a time we're going to draw 3 actions back to back to back. I just don't think it's going to happen. You're going to hit a McDuck Manor. You're going to hit another Maui. You're going to hit a Medusa. You're going to hit something good more often than not.
A lot of times. I mean, I don't think this is S tier. I'm not putting this in every single Sapphire deck I build. Guaranteed no. 1, you have to have singers, so that takes a lot of things out. 2, if I'm playing like red blue items, if I'm playing ruby sapphire items, I'm going to be playing like 30 25 to 30 cards. This doesn't hit.
I think Sapphire Steel can play this card.
Sapphire Steel?
Yeah, I think they can play this card because they got Bianca. Bianca's a 6 ally synergy. Bianca can sing this thing.
Any deck that plays a whole new world, I would be content with playing this, I think.
Okay. Let's see. What else? Amber and Sapphire can play this card. They got Naveen. Naveen's on the artwork.
I think this with Prince Naveen is very good.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I even
Red Blue can play this.
Up a deck with this, but
Red Blue can play this. I think
they could, but they could also very easily whiff. Red Blue is like 30 actions and items basically in a lot of lists.
Blurple
and even
can
if
play
it's
this
only
card,
like
Luke.
15 to 16. Blurple, this card would be a little bit better in because they play very few actions and songs.
What else?
Well,
I think this card might be a little bit more.
It's an A. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm putting this
card's a solid
at A. But this is not an S tier card. I am not putting this in every single Sapphire deck I'm building. In a hyper aggressive deck, I also am not a big fan of it. This card, you want to be playing pay off 6-cost cards. I will feel upset every time I don't put a 6-cost character into play with this. If I'm not putting a 6-cost character into play, it better be gone too. Like, I'll tell you that right now. It better be questing for 3 or 4 if I'm putting it into play, if it's not like Tinkerbell.
Jeremy says
hot on this.
Jeremy says Blurple wants Gaston before this, but what if this hits the Gaston off of it, dude? That seems pretty chill. I don't know who's singing it though. Hades singing this kind of after Hades does his thing, comes the next turn.
Blurple doesn't have any singers for this.
Who do they have? Who do they have 6-cost? They got Tamatoa can sing this probably. Okay, Tamatoa comes in, you get the popsicles back.
You don't
next
want
turn, you
Tamatoa singing. You want Tamatoa questing. Tamatoa singing to hit like a crab. Like, no, thank you. I think I'd rather quest for 2 than play a half of a friends on the other side. Like, you don't. If you don't want to sing friends on the other side with your character, you might not want to sing this with your character. That's kind of my thought.
Unless it brings out, but on high impact, they don't really have other high impact.
Grab another crab. Grab a Ursula, an Elsa, a Gaston.
6. Elsa, a Rush Elsa coming off of this thing won't be.
I said Ursula, but I meant Elsa. Ursula.
Yeah, Elsa, the Rush Elsa come in off of this, tap something down, slam in. I mean, that's not bad. Crab coming off of this is probably pretty bad. I don't know. I think this card is really cool. I'm interested to see what people do with this.
I think this card's best potential, the best potential with this card, in my mind, is off of Naveen. It being some sort of like tempo mid-range beatdown. It uses like some daisies and stuff to put heavy pressure on higher end control decks, and then it also uses the new Ludwig to deal with hands. So Prince Naveen makes this card very nice, because then Prince Naveen is a 4-cost 3/3 quest for 2 that then could put another Prince Naveen, like the nut, right? Prince Naveen, play this. Grab Prince Naveen, play my second copy of Down in New Orleans, hit another thing, 7 lore, turn 3, get got! Turn 3 because I ramped off of Tipo, right? That is like, good game. Be prepared, deck. Good game. Like, that's amazing, right? But
Naveen into Naveen into Naveen.
The top, right?
That's pretty good.
If this could hit 7 costs, JDZ.
Oh, dude.
Imagine if you can hit Surfer Stitch. I wish it did. I wish it cost either 5 to sing and could grab 6s, or cost 6 to sing and grab 7. I'm tired, JDZ, of this equalization. Revive, 5 costs, grab a 5 or less. What are you doing to me, game? Give me a little bit of ramp.
I'll go even further. I think I'll double down. I think Revive should have just been anybody. Bring whoever the hell you want back.
At 5, yes.
Bring whoever the hell. It's uninkable 5. Bring whoever the hell you want to come back.
Like,
bring him back.
I would have had to do something else to get the dragon in play. The best case scenario is what, Dale on 4, mill 3 cards, shrink your thing, you can't take out my character, and I flipped over a dragon. Oh no, Revive so you can get back your Mufasa. Like, it would make the Mufasa deck better. If Revive could hit anything, I think it would be a solid 4 of in Mufasa, because you're hitting those Medusas, your dragons. I think it would have been great.
Yeah, I think this card's cool. S, I agree with you. S is... It's close to me. I think it's close because you can fit it in a lot of colors. We did discuss. I think Emerald. It'll play. Emerald can play it. Emerald can play it.
I think its second good spot in my mind, it would not be Emerald, because I think they play too many actions in most of them. Is in Sapphire Steel, because of Tinkerbell, and because like Arthur. Possibly, maybe, because it could sing it. I don't think there's a shift I want to do with it, but shifting a Tinkerbell on the bad 3 cost and then singing this and hitting an Arthur, I don't know.
Yeah, shift Kit sing this that's hilarious, dude. I hate shift.
That is hilarious, but I don't think it's good.
I hate both of those kits. I can't stand them. That 0-1 kit warded, and
in a dump truck world. If your opponent's playing dump trucks, you're like, well, you dump truck this kit, baby. Get warded. Get warded. It is a 0-2. Oh, 0-1. All right, so everyone's talking about dump truck, by the way. Kakamora is a 1-cost 0-2 that deals the damage if you have another pirate in play, and it sees 0
Oh,
play.
that's
Granted,
how,
you have to have another
yeah,
pirate.
yeah. Those linear things, man. That's how bad those linear things can be. I hate to be boxed in. I hate to be, I gotta be what you want me to be. I want to be my own thing. I want to be a dump truck man. Okay, let me live my life, Dad. There it is. I don't want to be pirates. I don't want to. I want to be a dump truck.
I want to be a dump truck theme.
That's it.
Television set. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's a puppy character card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Otherwise, put it on the bottom. A 3 cost. Pay 1, draw a card if it's a puppy. All right, because all the puppies are, I'll say it, the trash. They're playing in the garbage. The puppies have been playing in the garbage. They're being bad dogs. I don't have a dog, so I can say bad dog. I feel bad to all of the people whose dogs are now whimpering at them because they can hear me say bad dog. Maybe I should stop saying bad dog. You're a good little puppy. Yes, you're a good puppy. This card could be good if they were good, but there's not enough of them that are decent enough that I don't want to play this. But if puppies, the better puppies are, the better this card is get. Like, if this said hero, I would say it's a B for build around me.
Or ally. Oh, they had like an ally like this.
Yeah.
In the card, something that could get somebody else. But the puppies are just way too narrow, man.
It's
got a
not
lot
a
of puppies.
bad card. It just doesn't have anything good to hit.
They need like a bigger puppy synergy thing. I guess they're going all in on the puppies, but they need something like when this puppy is banished, give me more puppies, like 2 more puppies from your discard or something, like multiplication type thing. Just puppies everywhere. I don't know. Because they're almost there with it. I can see the puzzle pieces are coming together, but it just I don't see it. It's not complete yet. It's almost there. We're close. This is a worse Queen Sensor Core. Yes, it is, because the queens and the princesses or whatever, they're just better than the puppies.
It costs more to activate, though, right? Doesn't the core cost 2 to activate?
Queen Sensor Core.
But the Queen Sensor Core is another card that I looked at when it first got spoiled, and I was like, I wish I didn't play all these other cards that aren't princesses. And even then, in a princess one, I don't know. It's
2.
Hard to say. Yeah,
it does cost 2.
That
but
extra
you also
cost
gain a
is
lore.
rough.
That random lore gain is quite good too.
I mean, Core gets probably less love than it should, honestly.
Yeah, that card's not bad. I was cooking with Queen Sister Core in my
Bell's
pure Queen deck.
Favorite book. Banish one of your other items. Put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down exerted. This is the other, the Hearted Tefiti that I said that there's a new Hearted Tefiti. I don't think it's as good, but you don't have to you can activate it the turn it comes into play, and you don't have to pay to activate it. That's insane. And so you could like play. We're gonna keep talking about Bell's Wrench. You can use this on Bell's Wrench. Man, you can Bell this into play on turn 2. And then play a popsicle and then use this on the popsicle if you wanted. So you could use this as a crazy 5-card turn 2 ramp if you wanted.
And they're going to wake up from this fantastic dream you're having and then scoop up your cards and get out of there, dude, because
I don't think this is good enough. But
that's just a lot that you're doing there. So you're going to have Bell.
I'm willing to be proven wrong.
Bell's
this is another card.
Into Bell's book, into no Bell. Just have a whole Bell item thing. Put it together.
This is another card that'd be way better if there was just something that put everything, all the items from the discard piles back to my hand. I would be more apt to want to play this. Mm-hmm. Why is it not inkable? Because you can't have nice things. That's basically why it can't be inkable.
This right here is telling me Fishbone Quill might not make it back, though. That's exactly what
Atlantean Hamster Ball.
This card is super annoying to me, man. This card.
How much does a Hamster Ball cost to play?
Hamster Ball costs 2.
2.
It's uninkable 2, and it costs 2 to play on a non-damaged character.
Yeah, this card is so much better. It's at least a rare, so it makes sense that it's going to be better than Hamster Ball. I'm not going to play this in Constructed, I don't think, ever.
No, I'm sorry. Hamster Ball costs 3. Hamster Ball costs 3, and it costs 1. So it's 3, uninkable 3, and it costs 1 to use on an undamaged character only.
I don't think I'm ever going to play Hamster Ball in Limited.
Yeah.
I am probably going to play one of these in limited each time I see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Giving support and resist to till the start of your next turn. So it's like keep this character alive and then let me use my other dirtlers to bash you down. Like this lets you play a bunch of like 2-3 or 2-5s, and then it pumps your other 2-5 into a 4-5 to brawl, right? And then they can't really crack back very well. I like this.
This card's
In
not
limited.
bad. This
In
card's not
limited.
bad. I'm sure somebody can work it into a support
All right.
deck.
So far, Amber has had 2 A's. Amethyst has had 1 A. Emerald has had 1 A. Ruby has had 2 A's. And Sapphire's had 1. And one of the A's in Ruby is maybe questionable, but I think it's going to be a big game.
I wasn't
crazy
here for
thing
I wasn't here
is-
for the Ruby Day.
Earl didn't even put this in his
What is that? What is that? Which I can't see.
racer
Can you
deck.
click
He
on that
didn't
one?
even like it. Yeah, let's...
Can you pull up? I don't. What is it? What's her name again?
Aren't you glad to see me? I don't remember
Is
what
it
it's
Gloyd?
set now.
That's not Gloyd, is it?
Yeah, here we go. So this character is in another card's art from the previous set. There's a racer. I think that when it's banished, you heal for 2, and in that art, you can clearly tell that is a pumpkin helmet on his head, and it's the same character.
That is a pumpkin.
Other people were saying it looked like it could be an orange or tangerine.
I can see that because I can understand that, but he's throwing a candy corn. He seems very fall festive. Just because his name is Orange Boar does not indicate that he is he's got to have an orange. Everything's got to be orange. I mean, if my name is Walker, I can't ever run.
But
No,
I think this
it's
card
clearly
is
a pumpkin.
good.
What
It
kind of
gains you
stem?
lore. It shrinks
Who's
it
ever
down.
seen an orange with a
This
stem like that?
bouncing.
I don't know.
An orange with
This
a
card is
skin,
not
yeah.
an A, Luke. 100% not an A. But I'll let you cook, man.
You don't
Do
like
your thing.
You don't like goat. You don't like goat.
I like goat. This is not goat. Goat has 4-3. Okay, this guy ain't no goat.
Cost 4.
He ain't no goat. Goat gets one on the way in and on the way out. Goat's 2 lore and 4-3.
This is
and
2.
amethyst.
This is 2 lore just on coming in.
It's 1. Your
It
opponent's
makes
losing
them
1.
lose. Your opponent losing a lore and you gaining a lore is a net lore change of 2.
It's not the same as you.
It is not
gaining
the
2
same,
lore.
but it is also 2 lore being impacted. In some worlds, this is better because if you're playing a mid-range control deck, I think this is better than goat. In a lot of times, it's cheaper. Obviously, it doesn't brawl as well, but we're playing crabs. We're playing the new Amethyst card that is like a crab. The
I don't
new
know.
Jafar
I don't know how you guys
Amethyst card.
managed to put this as an A tier card, but I will digress still.
Well, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I will. When this thing is sitting in the bulk bin forever, okay? It's a cool card. I'm going to play this card. I'm going to play this card,
I
but
think
I do not
it's like
think
S tier.
A tier is
racer
a
deck.
meta relevant card. You think this card is going to be a meta relevant card?
I
No
thought
chance.
Pirate's Life was going to be garbage, and then I was shown wrong.
Because
This is half of Pirate's Life.
It's going to be. Come on now, you can't say this is in the same vein
No,
as
but
a Pirate's Life.
look at how much Pirate's Life has shown you, how much the lore loss is relevant.
Okay, how about this? You trying to tell me if Maui Half Shark never got off the printing machine, that Pirate's Life would be worth what it is worth now? No way. Pirate's Life is only good because of Maui Half Shark.
I'm pretty sure. All right. First of all, Pirate's Life won a golden Mickey, bro, before Half Shark was printed.
Who?
Warp, Warp played 4 of it in Ruby Amethyst Burn.
Okay. I don't know, man. That's a stretch, dude.
I'm just telling you, this is way better than you think because it's not something a lot of people have dealt with in Lorcana, because every other card that's been like this has been uninkable. So it didn't get to see play. It was the Baby Lady Tremaine did something similar, but didn't gain a lore, only made them lose lore, and it costs 2. And is uninkable. So it's like, not good enough. This is also inkable. You gain a lore from it, so even if you don't need to make your opponent lose lore, you can still play it to beat down, right?
This card is a build around. If I ever seen a build around card, Gloyd, Orange Boar. You got to put your whole deck into this thing. You
Aladdin
gotta have
was
your deck.
kind of similar, but you didn't gain a lore from Aladdin. You only made them lose lore, I do believe, on Aladdin.
Yeah,
Ed doesn't
this-
like it though. So
I agree with Ed wholeheartedly there. My whole chest with Ed. This is a build. You got to make your whole.
the question
you can't
is
just toss this
does
guy
Ed
in.
actually dislike it, or is Ed troll dislike it?
What other decks are going to play this? What decks are going to play this? Maybe stuff with bounce. Okay, I'll give you that. What else?
The amethyst, and
The Amethyst, and
Racer
that's
decks.
it. That's
the
it.
racer decks. I think this is very good in the.
You think
the
this is
Racer
better?
Speedway
You
deck.
think this is better than? You think this is on the same level of down in New Orleans, Luke? You've lost your mind. Absolutely lost it.
I mean, I think
Absolute-
that should show you how weak I think New Orleans could be. All right, I played with Summoning Trap, and Summoning Trap is leagues better than down in New Orleans. And that card whiffs a lot, and it goes for twice as many cards and could grab any character. Whereas in Dino, it has to be 6 or less. Like, only 3 cards, very easy to hit another Dino, and then like a random other song. Like, sure, if you're playing Mufasa deck only, maybe. Ed's building the racer deck in the chat right now.
The Racer, bring them all back. I don't know, man. I'm not. I can see the vision. I'm with you. I am with you, but I just don't think it's an A tier deck, A tier level. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What time is it? We got 1:30. Oh my goodness, it's 1:30, Luke.
All right, so are we gonna save Steel for another time?
We might have to save. We might have to save because I gotta go. I gotta go take care of some personal business real quick, and then I gotta prepare myself for. I'm thinking about streaming today myself.
All right,
Potentially.
that's fine. It'll
before
give
the
me
ICO.
time to actually build the tonight's match. I still have to do all the stuff.
Okay. Yeah. We'll come back for Steel. I can come back to Steel because I got some
So
cards
are
in here.
you?
I know you're gonna.
Are you gonna
disagree with.
start your stream right now? Because I can just raid you if you want to do that.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Not
It's gonna
ready?
have to. I need
You
like
got
at
to
least
change
30
your
minutes.
outfit to whatever you're gonna play.
No, I'll play something. I'll play some amber. I got a purple and yellow shirt on. I can play this. I'll fix a purple and yellow deck. I'm not suited up, but I might not even do it honestly because I do have to I have to like leave my house or have to go and then come back. So I might not even have time to do it before the ICO starts. So I might just throw up a stream and just
Looks like
vibe for a little while.
Garrett's- We'll hit up Garrick right now then.
Okay. Yeah, do that, and then maybe he'll hit me up or we'll hit up the ICL if I don't come back because there's a non-zero chance I might not stream today. But this was fun. I'm glad we got it done. Sipping on that yak. I don't know. Maybe I should stream. I don't know. We'll see if I do it or not because I want to make sure the ICL can get a nice little ramp in there.
I mean, when you raid into the ICL, that's nice, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
I want to.
Some
I want
off
to help.
time is nice. You don't want to burn out.
I'm not burning
All
out.
right,
It's just
but,
such a short time though. It's just short time. And this counts. This counts sort of as a stream. All
It
right.
does. We will see you later tonight. Bye.
Peace. All right. Cool.
All right, we are done streaming.
All right. Nice. Okay.
You really don't like that card? I mean, it is a 1/2. That's its biggest downside, but
I think that's what it is. I think the stats are too weak and he's too expensive. Costs 3. I don't know, man. I just don't think people are going to rock with it, man. I don't think people are going to play it. I don't know if it's an A. It's definitely good.
I think it's the racer deck. I think is going to be real good with it.
The racer deck might be able to make it work for sure.